we're working, we're up, we're running, we're jumping, we're doing things and stuff, and anything that is any form of prayer and wishes that the internet will remain stable and let us play. Because so far tonight it's
Can only
been
hope.
a challenge, to say the least.
Absolute ball bag, as they say.
Oh,
We
the
ball bag.
stress.
We
I have
ball bag.
aged. Like, we were supposed to come on at 7:30, and since then I have aged a decade trying to deal with this stuff. I'm not the tech person for a reason. Because it's stressful. That's the reason. I don't want that over there. I've had to hurriedly redo my setup of everything, and it's kind of like, this doesn't belong here, this belongs there, this is wrong. Stress.
It's
Don't
okay.
you
We're
worry
here.
about a thing.
We're all here
There
now.
we go.
We're here
We're
for the
getting there,
fantasy.
bit by bit,
awesome.
bit by bit.
Let's all play pretend now.
Let's all play pretend for a bit. Yes, absolutely. Let's do that. So whilst we're doing that and making sure our connections are generally being happy friends with everyone, should we run through our affiliates and say hello to all of those and say a hi about them?
Yes.
Sure.
So we can say hello about things like the glorious Dice Witch UK, who makes beautiful dices that we all love very
Yes.
much, including things such as these gorgeous shiny ones that I've just yeeted across my desk.
They're
I rolled
ideal.
a 2. They
I rolled
are
a 2.
almost ideal for eating. They are very pointy though, so do beware if they get on the floor. If you use the code Homebrew10, you'll get yourself a cheeky 10% discount, which why wouldn't you?
Mm. Do it.
Okay, we're gonna whoosh round to the lovely Shiv.
Hello.
I'm sure you've got something to tell us about 2 kobolds in a trench coat.
Yes, it's a wonderful listening experience for your ears. And this week we are doing a bonus episode where we play Ironsworn. We have spent the last 3 episodes going over the game, and this time we're doing a playthrough. So come listen to that as we figure out how to
That's
do the damn thing.
exciting.
Yeah, we're not just about
Very
D&D, yo. We play other games and talk about other shit.
TTRPGs.
So, yeah, come listen.
Very,
Or
very cool.
be warned. Subtle threat.
Or be warned.
You'll get Gary Barlow.
Oh.
It's very
Moving
nice.
swiftly on, we're going to go to Tony. Tony Shaw of Surefire Designs. Take it away, beautiful.
So yeah, I have a shop on Ko-fi, Coffee, however you want to pronounce it, the KUFI one, KOFI one, and I sell goods and things, including badges, t-shirts, mugs, all sorts of stuff, TTRPG related, Pokemon, all kinds of pop culture stuff. I got some like random dogs as well on there, so keep an eye on that. It's very cool, very sick. Go check that out.
Beautiful. And while you're checking that out, you're already on the interwebs. So, Ailey, what else should they just basically look at? I waited till you had a mouthful then. That was so good of me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. Wait until I'm about to start choking on Homebrew. Well, yeah. I don't know. What else do you want to look at on the internet, folks? You know, there's fun stuff somewhere. You want me to talk about my things, don't you?
Yeah,
So-
I do. That's the
No,
job.
talk about the entire internet.
I'm going to talk
Go.
about. Well, it wasn't specific enough, okay, guys. She just said, "Well, you're on the internet, Ailey. What else can they find? Pictures of
Don't
cars."
make me get grumpy at you.
She's going to tell me, or she's going to drive down here and smack me. I don't know.
I know where you live.
We're joking. As if not, you're going to have to wait until the morning. So yeah, definitely on the internet, heroinofpain.com, where you can find pictures mostly of pretty men, some pretty women, and some scary monsters. I do like to draw my scary monsters. And talking of scary monsters, I completed Spooktober on the World Anvil. If you want to go and take a look at some of the creepy, crawly, horrible, nasty critters, including creeping compound, a creature made entirely of eyeballs and flesh jelly.
It's super grim.
And honest, it's online, it's on my World Anvil. Go and have a look. Just Google World Anvil Illyria Pain. There's some lovely new stuff on there because I have some very wonderful people who donated me some money to basically get a subscription. So there's more shit on there. There's so much shit going on. And I'm taking part in their novel Ember, which is the naughty novel group alternative. Not saying it on the internet because they're naughty. Let's not give them any promo here. And next month I will be taking part in World Ember, which is a full month of world building random shit, which I basically do all day, every day anyway. So that's definitely
She
easy.
does. It's great. I get to be privy to a lot of world things, and it makes me very happy.
Lolly's permanently like attached to basically my World Anvil, some of my novel stuff, and a lot of my painting work in progress at the moment. So go join Lolly and keep her company because she
I
needs it
don't work,
apparently.
so I just cycle around these various things. That's my day.
Thing is, just find me at my website, and Lolly and Ailey sitting in a tree. I mean, yeah, we probably would be sitting in a tree just talking about it, doing absolutely fuck all else all day. But you know, whatever.
Chatting shit. That's what happens when we see each other. So chatting shit. So to prevent me from getting too far into the chatting of shit, who would like to do me a recap of last session?
Oh shit! Which one was last session?
Oh wow! I am blown away by how much you guys wanted to do that.
Was there a last
Oh,
session?
I
I don't
love
remember.
that.
Is this not a new show?
Is this what
I
it's
just
like
walked
to
in.
be the way
So
you say it, and just all the students go?
I remember that there
I
was
remember.
A print shop.
there was a print shop. We went in a print shop, and there was an
Something else
axolotl.
happened.
There was an axolotl guy, and he's very short-sighted, and he can't spell. He's very sweet though, very adorable, and he was worried about his courier who hadn't arrived yet, so we got asked to keep an eye out for him. Manny licked the toad and then wandered off and got incredibly stoned, and then passed out in the bakery.
Oh yeah.
Worrying everybody, while the rest of us went to go and pick up a couple of bells. One for one for the toad, one for
that's
Manny,
right. Yeah.
one for
And
Winnie.
one for the child. Yeah.
Yep, one for Winnie.
Oh yeah, so the toad.
He looks very fetching in his lovely bell now. It turns out it's not nefarious. It's just because the kids were going missing. So it is kind of nefarious. It's just not as nefarious as we thought.
Oh, sorry,
Question mark. We
Jackson
got Manny out of the bakery and then went to the tavern to try and get somewhere to stay, some food and shit. Got some updated information on what was going on in the capital, and the innkeeper was really blasé about it and upset Winnie, who ran away and promptly turned into a plant pot again.
She does that when she's stressed. That's just, what happens to her.
So
yeah,
now,
do be like that.
So now Blaze is just sitting there with a plant on her lap, just like, yeah.
Small note to add. So yes, you arrived in Tarcas. You discovered the children all wore bells, but did discover that was because there had been lots of children going missing. So they started putting bells on them. That seems to make all the difference. You're recommended to give one to your young friend, which you have done. You have been to the store and got onto some general goods and supplies, which you said you're going to go back later to pick up because she didn't have everything available there and then. And I believe whilst you were in the bakery, stressing out the locals, essentially, one of the said locals from the apothecary came over to help with Manny's stonedness. I think you'd sent with her your unlabeled potions for her and her husband to ponder. And again, you're coming back later.
Yeah.
That's it.
So we ended up just going to the tavern to just wait it out.
Indeed, we left off where Gideon and Persephone were drinking. Drinking. I believe you both rolled quite well on your constitution, so neither of you were drunk. Manny's been encouraged to put the toe down for a little bit. And Blade was, outside comforting a plant pot where there was a pot with its little bell just on beside it.
That's just one of the things I never thought I'd hear. Blaze is outside comforting a plant pot.
Yeah.
It's just the weirdest fucking thing that I've ever done in my life.
Well, it's probably not the first time this has happened, is it?
Well, it's not the first time she's dealt with the plant pot version.
It's only the second time that she's turned into a plant pot in front of Blaze. So, you know.
Ah.
Do you remember she's only just now learnt how to papoose a plant pot?
Yes, that's right. Yes, because for some reason she couldn't hold a plant pot. Some weird, I don't know, she had
My
backwards
only
hands or something.
weakness.
Because
Yeah,
it's
I
actually
can't hold
it's actually a person. So, you know, if I turn it upside down, is it going to kill them kind of thing?
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Don't do that.
Terror.
Do it.
So,
come on, Pip.
all
You're
this
treading
said,
that fine line, aren't you?
we will pick up with you all. We're going to see what are our tavern-dwelling friends getting up to. Is it acquiring more alcohol?
I don't know. More booze?
Maybe one, maybe two. Why not?
We'll see what happens. The night is young.
Saturday night. Why not?
Yeah. Saturday. Da-da-da-da.
All right, love that for you. Love that for you because it's actually like 3 in the afternoon, but it's like 3 in the afternoon. But love that for you guys.
Yeah.
Let's go, liquid lunch.
It's a bank holiday. It's fine.
Yeah, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Oh dear.
Right,
Or 2 o'clock. I don't know.
So as you're there, you've put down your drink, your empty glasses, and the barman, Daryl, he comes wandering back over. He's there with his eye patch, just the one eye. He wanders back over. Oh, do you need any more? By the way, I can't remember any of the NPC voices from last time. I forgot to check, so they're going to get new ones.
Don't worry.
I believe the axolotl had some weird lispy thing going on, but
It'll be a fun discovery for us all. But yes, He's wandered back over. Oh, do you need any more of those top-ups or anything else? You were on the mead, yes?
Yeah, some more mead there.
Yeah,
Good man.
How about one more mead for us? That'd be lovely.
In fact, make it 2 more meads.
As in 2 each, or just 1 each, or
2 each.
2 each. And you.
You're twisting my arm here, Gideon.
With the toad.
Oh, the man with the
my
toad.
arm. What? Is he in with us? Was he with us?
I don't know who he is now. I guess he's wandered in, is he? Just confused.
Why not? Where was otherwise?
Just picks up a big broom. No riffraff.
I think he might need water, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Okay.
Some water.
I'm going to take the barman aside and go make it gin and just sit back down.
No, Gideon. No, that's not very
He doesn't
moral.
know the difference. He doesn't know the difference. It's fine.
The
It'll
man
be fine.
needs water. I don't think this man's had fresh, clean water in about 50 odd years, Gideon.
Well.
How
maybe.
am I still alive?
I don't know, buddy. I don't know. She says, putting a hand on his shoulder.
It's one of those. It's one of those miracles of medicine and science. I think.
A medicine, you say?
I
suppose so.
Water it is then.
Okay, so the barman sort of wanders off. You hear a bit of glugging and a clinkety clink, and he comes back over and puts down 2 tankards before both yourself, Gideon, and yourself, Persephone, and a glass of clear liquid before Manny.
A tankard of meat.
It's a little mini one. It's not like a.
Okay. I was gonna say.
I was expecting one of those big ones.
No, it's not a giant thing. Hammocks don't exist yet. Okay.
They call it a pint. I want one too. Right.
What?
Okay. Down in one then, Manny.
Or...
What? Do you mind we're talking? Want to come back later?
I don't know. I found him in a swamp. The big watery fella. Don't just ignore him.
How much are we talking? How much are we talking? Yeah, go on then. Tab it up. See you later.
Excellent. Yeah,
I'm sorry about him.
You're all a bit. Yeah, he's gone. He's
I don't know who put 50p in Gideon.
I tell you what, this guy's just jawing away like we're his mates. I'm trying to have a drink here. dear, oh dear.
No,
Good
just
Lord.
calm down, everyone. Let's all have a nice little relax here. It's been a hard day. We've all had a bit too much toad. Let's all just relax and drink our
Yeah,
drinks.
you down your water in one. Go on.
Down it, you say? You mean drink it in
Yeah.
one go?
Go for it.
Oh, okay, I'll give it a go.
Like to drink with Manny, because Manny is our mate.
I
And
like
when we
that song.
drink with Manny, he gets it down and it.
Did you write
Yeah,
that
there you go.
yourself?
Just now, I think.
Yes, I did, actually. Yes, I did.
Quite the talent there,
Stephanie
Persephone.
just invented a drinking song for Ante, so love it.
Perfect.
I was thinking about actually going into the bard sort of side of things, but I can't play an instrument, so
Yeah, well, if you
book
carry on
learning it
like
was.
this, I'm sure you will be bad.
Actually, that's not true. 'Cause I'm a satyr, so actually I've got instruments.
Okay, I'm just going to roll
I've
and
got a
see
pan
what
flute.
Manny ended up with.
Oh, please be gin.
Okay, I'm going to send that as a message. I'm not even going to tell you all.
Oh.
Blink twice for gin.
Ah.
Blink 3 times if it's water.
If you're doing it on Discord, I don't know why I'm saying that in Manny's voice. If you're doing it on Discord, I'm not signed in yet.
Okay, awesome. Love that for us.
So do it on.
Okay, I'm going to say it, and you're all just going to have to go. It is water, because that's what the dice said.
Oh.
But Manny's not used to just clean water, so that's going to be a shock
Oh.
nonetheless.
Oh,
Oh.
It's nothing I'm used to. It's a bit of a strange colour.
It's clear.
It's pure.
Where's the algae?
There is none. It's been filtered for freshness.
There's not much chew to it.
You're not supposed to chew water.
I don't think I've ever chewed water.
It's
Well, you
one of
haven't
those
lived.
drinks that's meant to go down really easy, like, so you can drink more of it.
Oh,
She says as she's chugging meat.
Which is also very close to being clear, so you can get it down.
Yeah.
oh,
It applies
right.
to all drinks.
Oh, yeah.
Swedish chef,
I don't
you're
dislike it. It's all right.
Yeah.
Thank you for this wonderful treat. How
All
much
right,
do I
don't
owe
worry.
you for it?
Don't you worry.
Thank you very
To be
much.
fair, Gideon has this habit of paying for everything everywhere you guys go, despite
This is-
being actually loaded.
Yeah, well, I'm just a generous
I've-
kind of guy, you know.
I've literally not paid for a single thing this entire campaign.
Perfecto.
I got no money, so.
Should we settle the tab now, or are we going to go more drinks? What are we doing?
I think maybe we should have our wits about us. Maybe we settle the tab and get another water for Manny here. Just so
Okay.
he's
Now, I
Hold for
don't
the
want to
table?
get too hydrated.
What happens if that? What were to happen if that?
I don't
What?
know, but I guess I could say anything right now.
I feel like he's
Yeah, I
probably gonna
mean-
piss himself.
I think. Oh no! The shame. The shame.
There's no shame.
He
You
doesn't.
gotta
What
go,
nature
you gotta
intended.
go.
Yeah.
And he just
All
starts
right, well,
pissing himself.
It's at that point that you
Father
realise
would
that
like,
Manny
please use the
hasn't been.
toilet.
But it's happening. I can't
I feel-
stop it now. The
I feel this
floodgates
was
are
talked into
open.
existence.
It's
This was
kind
talked
of a
into
dis-
existence.
at this point you realise that
Digitation.
you realise that Manny hasn't actually been going to the toilet at all since we've been moving along. He's just been going as he's wandering
If your
down.
clothes are always soggy, then no one will know.
Oh,
And you get
Just,
a
like,
moisture lesion and
reeking
a
of
UTI.
Ew.
I'm gonna
Yummy.
press to digitize this fucker right now. Pew.
Yeah, the barman's
I mean, can
not
I
actually
No,
control
my
the
piss.
water back in?
Britt, give me back my piss.
Bring back my piss. Bring back my
Give me back my dignity.
I'm not being funny, guys, but he had some before he's got here, because
No, he just pisses a lot. He just pisses on the floor a lot. I think that's just his thing.
I don't.
Well, I
Can
mean,
he not?
to be honest,
Place to work,
to be
you
honest, in the
know,
laws of the wild, he's claimed this place as a safe space. So you should be grateful.
Okay, but he's not paying the rent
prestidigitize
until the lease, so
I
Keep
can
an eye on
prestidigitize your flaw for you if you want there.
yes,
Carry on with
I will
prestidigitation.
discount your drinks. Would you like another?
Well, if you're going to discount them, I shan't say no.
Well,
If I piss,
yes.
if I piss again, we'll
You
get
didn't
money
pay
off
the
next
man.
round.
Yeah.
No.
Put it on the tab. Put it on the tab. We'll settle
Oh
up in a
my
minute once we've had a few more.
So you're having some more mead. I just want to check this, guys.
I mean, it's
I
on
wasn't
discount now,
going
so
Oh,
we'll
one,
have half,
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 Horror.
and then we'll be done.
Harf.
Half?
I'll have half. Yes, half.
I'll have half as well, and we'll be done.
He achieves you your heart.
I'm going to have my
Pints of
half
mead.
now.
This is
Yeah.
real
For
accent.
Half.
you.
Shivington,
Half.
leave me be.
Yeah, it's my real accent. Don't make fun of me. Half for you, half for you, half for water for Manny because he's already pissed most of it out, and then we're done for the night. Deal?
Half.
He brings more
Half.
water, brings you said drinks. Yeah.
Half. Yeah.
Fucking shit if you want as well.
Oh, we
God,
bodied.
no.
I think maybe let's leave it. That's a bit
Yeah.
too much excitement for today. I feel.
If you're gonna do that, you go outside where the plant pot is.
Okay.
Hang your ass over the planks and
How is
see what
the
jumps up.
plant pot? Do you think she's okay? Because that was quite a shock there to her. Just then.
Probably not. Probably an existential crisis, I would assume.
I feel like
Chicken tonight, maybe.
Blythe is probably the best for this
Do you
type
think
of
so?
situation.
I don't know.
Blythe
Not
seems like a
sure.
very good comforter for an emotional child. She gets
don't know,
that. She gives me
seems-
that. They give me that vibe
Do you
for
reckon?
sure. Yeah,
Okay.
I
Well,
bet they're not uncomfortable with this situation at all.
I
Well,
wonder if they're going to be more
I
or
mean-
less uncomfortable than the time they had to give them the sex talk.
I mean, yeah, to be fair, I think she is, emotionally distant to the child. I'll say that.
It's probably a
that could
good
just-
thing.
I mean, it is because, if you're going to end up having to potentially watch it die, if it gets into a bit of a scrape, it's going to be very, very awkward. If you were, have to be a bodyguard and you fail at your task. So let's hope that doesn't happen, eh?
That's all
Right, half meat. Thank you, my darling. Let's.
Oh, righty. So you guys have had a fair few. You two, I would like you both to make me some constitution saves because you've been alcoholing and I haven't been making you roll enough. So.
Oh, a strong 19 from the Waterman.
Oh, piss.
All right, Waterman.
And I'm not talking about Manny. Mine's a 12.
Persephone, you're getting a bit giddy, a bit giggly on your little.
I'm getting. I don't know about you lads, but I'm feeling very good. But I'm having a great time.
Well, I think that's time to end it there.
You've earned it.
I can tell you're on the edge. You're feeling the buzz.
I'm
Let's
feeling
not
the buzz.
overdo it.
We've got a
Let's
mission
not
at
overdo it.
hand. I feel like
Yep.
this is where let's
Enjoy
be
it.
smart about this, lads.
Embrace it, and we'll leave it
I
there.
have also
Sensible
recalled you
drinking.
guys got given a bunch of free pastries. Or no, you didn't. You bought a bunch of pastries. So you do also have like a bag full of pastry with you.
We did.
Right, well,
Oh,
pastries
I
on the
would
table
Gave
then.
an
murder-
Let's do
awful
it.
lot of
Nom,
money
nom, nom.
away.
I would
So
murder
I'm just
for
thinking.
Danish
I
right
don't know
now.
if our drunken little Persephone's going to be after
Well-
some carbohydrates, but there you go.
I think you should use that to soak it up. That and a sugar boost.
This is
Okay.
the best decision I've ever had in my life. And she's just
Right,
eating
I'll set
like
up.
a custard
massive
tot or
Danish.
something like.
I'll go set up the bill,
Does she look?
and then
Does
we'll.
she look like she's having like one of those like, in the adverts, and they're all it's almost like a sexual experience when they're like with the hair with the shampoo or the food, and they're just like, oh, this is amazing. Is that what Persephone's like right now?
It was
Certainly what
very
Tony's doing right now. You know?
good. It was a very good tart. It was delicious. That was some
Perfect.
good shit. I'm sad we're not going back, to be honest. 'Cause that,
I mean, we could always probably stop at some point and get some more pastries if you want. But
So, whilst
we're-
you guys
we're
are
on
consuming
task.
your alcohol and you're consuming your pastries, Ray, how has she been getting? How are they doing with their little pot of plant?
There's so much awkwardness and anxiety going on right now that Blythe wishes that the ground would swallow her up, and that it's awful. She doesn't know what to say. You have to kind of remember here, poor Blythe, being the basically asexual, agender, doesn't know anything about anything, and punches things for a living, is now trying to comfort a fucking plant pot. And we established that last time Blythe cannot keep a cactus alive. So
Let
she's just
alone-
kind of,
yeah.
no, Blythe does not have a green finger at all. So she's currently sat out there. She's got this plant pot, and she's like, so yeah, that was some pretty shitty news. Yeah, they really blasé. So you know what, Winnie, let's take a wander. I'm pretty certain I saw a chapel somewhere. So let's get us into a chapel, because I understand what a chapel is for, and right now I'm real confused at my life. So where's your bell? Oh, there it is. No, we can't forget that. Come on, Winnie. Up you come. Plant pot is like, okay, we're going to a chapel. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna say some prayers, and we're gonna fucking hope that someone's listening.
That is fair.
Because Winnie, I don't know about you, but I'm about to fucking cry. So let's go.
Why you do the crying? What do you want, doggos? I cannot fit all of you under my desk all at once. There's only so much space.
You can try though. It's like a.
I mean, they've tried, and we fitted two. But Darcy, come up here. Oh, all right, all leave the room. Both work, I guess. Cool. Yes. So around the
Denied.
corner, next to the apothecary and alchemist, there was indeed a little chapel. It's a bit run down looking, and there's some attempt at making it a bit taller than the buildings, but again, it's all kind of made out of the same sort of wood and damp moisture everywhere. But you see above it the symbols of the Dawn Lord, the Queen of the Night, and the Shepherd, all there as their little trio. Correct.
See, mine's not there, but you know, Winnie, that's okay, because over the mountains, it's all real different. I don't know what this trio shit's all about, but let's
I feel like Blaze should have been there long enough to be aware at this point.
Only been there as long as Helenor's been there, and probably didn't give a crap.
About
So,
at least 20 years then.
Yeah,
Like,
she still doesn't give a shit. She knows who she believes in. She knows where her faith is. She knows who's looking after her ass and putting flame in her shield. And it ain't these
that's
three.
fair.
So...
Absolutely fair.
Fuck
Cool.
these guys.
So you wander in, and again, there's kind of, as you expect, there's the trio of altars, kind of one to the end and one each side, one for each of the trio themselves. And a few seats and bits of pew type benches for each of them. And a nice open space within the middle. There is candles burning at various places. They're all burning quite low, and they're all kind of an off white to green sort of shade.
Ooh. Algae candles. Mm.
Yeah, do you know? Yes.
Yummy. That sounds like it's gonna stink.
It smells surprisingly okay. There's a bit of incense, and as is often the smell you found in these marshes, an undercurrent of that slightly dampness, but it is an attempt at incense going on.
Hey, Winnie, you're gonna be real glad that you don't have my nose right now. These elven senses are fucking killing me out here.
Winnie is probably the nicest smelling thing in there, with her being a pot of lavender currently.
You probably. So I'm gonna find the middlemost spot in between all of the altars, and I'm gonna sit on the floor.
Lovely. You sat down.
I sit on the floor. We're gonna put the plant pot in front of me, and in fact, no, the shield. I always carry my shield, so I'm gonna place the shield on the floor, and I'm gonna put the plant pot on the shield. And it's like, okay, so Shield's like a makeshift altar. We do this all the time, Winnie. This is like how when shit gets weird, we have to kind of make things up as we go along. This is how we do it. Currently, you're sitting on my altar. It's great. But whatever. We'll get around this. So yeah, we're look, I know that this is kind of crap right now. This is real shit, and I know you're stressed. You're 12. You should not be stressed. You should not be experiencing this. This is not cool. And I'm real sorry that there's not much else I can do for you. Gonna be honest, I'm like 300 years old, and I was always of the mind that I would never have to deal with kids, wasn't that interested. Let's be real here. Kids are full of snot, and that kind of grosses me out. So, gross, disgusting. But I want you to know, Winnie, that I'm going to do everything that I can to get you somewhere safe. And then I promise you I'm coming back here, and I'm going to find your mom, and I'm going to find your brother. And I'm going to fuck these bastards up on my way. I'm going to make them pay for what they did to your dad, and I'm going to make them pay for what they did to the Crown Prince. I am going to drive so many faces into the concrete that the streets will be painted red. And I don't know how else I can make this better. I don't know if I can make it better, but at the very least, I can go and get some real great fucking vengeance in there. But you're not alone, okay? I'm here, and then when we get over these pissin' mountains, your mom's family is going to be there. They're pretty cool, It's been a while since I've seen them, but they were cool. Her mom was as badass as she is, so, your grandma, like a fucking raging barbarian, that woman. So, it's gonna be all right. It has to be. I promised your mom that you would be all right. So, I'm gonna fucking do it, okay? You just hang in there. You smell pretty hanging there, and just, be a plant if you have to.
Ailey, you're making me have feelings. I like
Damn
besides
it.
Good
Wow.
God.
Damn, do I need to lighten up? Hey,
No,
where's
you just
fucking,
need to clap,
where's
'cause that was
Ibas and the
wonderful.
fucking chicken wings?
Okay.
That was brilliant. How did we go from pissing ourselves to that?
I drank
Havoc,
fizzy drink.
everybody.
I drank fizzy drink. I told you, fizzy drink
Brilliant.
before performance. That's it. And it's
Fantastic. Sorry.
She's two ends of the spectrum,
Glorious.
both equally good
it's the iron brew
Well,
fight.
they're both.
in their own ways.
Oh, okay. So
Urination, devastation.
Feeling.
God, isn't it just good? Golly.
Feelings.
So yes,
We have
as you're there having your conversation, this really beautiful moment with the plant, you do at the corner of your eye spot a person sort of just wondering about, just relighting some candles, and then they sort of look at you having a moment, and they give you a little nod, and then they wander through a door and just leave it ajar. I think their thought of being, you look like you're having a minute with that plant pot. I'm here if you need me.
This person's clearly cracked. I think they need to find at least one other god in this place. Let's leave them to it.
Yes. So whilst Lathe is having that moment, you guys were finishing up your drinks. You're going to settle your tab and get out before Maggie does more disgusting things to the floor.
Persephone
Indeed,
will offer
yes.
to pay, but I'm sure she'll be
No, put your money away. It's not good here.
good away. I've not
No.
done for a single damn thing since I met you, Gideon.
Well, that's 3 stones, but I've knocked 50% off, so 3.
Sure.
50, you are a bloody saint, you are.
My lady, this floor
Sorry.
has never been cleaner. Like,
How much is a
ever.
stone again? Sorry. How much is a
It's
stone?
it's equivalent to a gold.
Oh, okay. 3 gold. Lovely. Right, there you go then. Bosh.
But yeah, that floor, genuinely, like, you did your prestidigitation. Not only did it clear up the mess, that floor suddenly looks like freshly waxed and cleaned, and actually is multiple shades lighter than any other wood in that room.
Oh, okay. I'll put another gold down and just be like,
Wow.
just, keep that tab ready to go when we come back.
Will do, will do.
And I can
Ace.
cast prestidigitation.
Yeah, we'd rather you didn't know, mate. I mean, it's getting a bit sloppy
She
now,
cleans
isn't
it
it?
up again, fine. As long as she's cleaning it.
I'm trying to make a career out of comedy.
I mean,
It was a
yeah.
good one. It was a good one, to be fair.
Oh,
Do you know what?
dear. There's no
You
hope.
probably should write that on the back of the frog. I
Right,
forgot his name.
Bernard.
I don't know. I can't remember his surname.
Bernard!
The thing is, I thought you said write that off the back of the frog, and there is a
No, I said on the back
venue
of the frog.
in
Yeah.
Cheltenham that does comedy that's called The Frog and Fiddle.
See,
Everyone just calls it The Frog, and I was
there
like,
you go.
it wasn't The Frog, it was at the Playhouse. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So,
I know. Yeah.
Gorgeous.
This
Just
is
write it
all
on the back of the thing.
based comment. It's got storytelling we're doing here. Yeah. Should we do we want to go and get the blade, or what do we want to do, gang?
Beautiful.
Just take the tab.
maybe we should check
you guys
out
don't know
how
where they went.
maybe we just check out where they are, because we don't really know where they went, but they can't have
Well,
gone
last we
far.
saw them, they were outside, and that's as most as we saw. That was it, wasn't
Well,
it?
we saw
just
them. We
knew-
saw them run outside. We
Oh,
didn't see
okay.
where they went because we didn't leave with them.
Shit. I thought they were just sat outside, being a bit
Oh,
sad.
they're not going to be far away. And also, I don't know what happened to the bell, but Winnie, who also we didn't see go and turn into a plant pot, by the way, so we don't know that.
Yeah.
Winnie's got her bell on her, so I'm sure she's running around like in human form with that on. So.
I mean, I can see this being an absolute breeze to find them. It'll be no problem.
Be a piece of piss. No, Manny, that's not a command.
Steady now, buddy. Steady.
Turn a phrase.
Well, it's I don't take orders like that, to be honest. You know,
I'm
you
pretty
say
sure.
piss, I don't say how high.
He's just
say how
emptied his
much.
bladder. You can't pee again that quickly. Come on, guys. How
You know
fast
what?
do you
Fair
think his
enough,
kidneys are
Manny.
working?
I
Give the
don't
guy a
know.
break.
I don't know.
I respect that,
Yeah.
Manny. I respect that. You're going to go far with that kind of attitude.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit.
Guys,
Sky's the limit with this piss-based
We're
comedy.
walking and talking. We're walking and talking.
Yeah.
Hello.
The new piss arc is working.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Piss-based comedian Manny from the swamp.
He's the best in the business.
Oh, my word.
Oh.
Good night.
Oh!
That's it. Done.
That's it. I
Wow.
don't think we can top that, guys. Thanks for
Just
joining
word
us.
piss
We've only
into
been-
random words now.
We're only been 40 minutes in. I hope you've enjoyed it. We'll see you next week.
I don't know why I planned anything.
Oh,
Some more.
goodness.
Right, let's go find. Let's continue to find Blade and Winnie now.
Running on your
Okay.
side.
I'm walking and talking like Tom Cruise.
It's
would.
because she's quite drunk, okay? No, she's
Tom
tipsy. She's
Cruise.
I, was gonna- I want it to be on the record that we're walking and talking.
Yeah. Good. Perfect. Let's do it.
Excellent.
Piss
Oh,
and-
dear me.
Please.
So, you come outside and there's no sign of Blade or Winnie anywhere that you can see.
Suspicious.
Can I try? So I don't know what to say now, Manny's voice. Can I try and do a bit of a sniff to see if I can smell any remnants of lavender that I could possibly follow the trail of, like some sort of bloodhound, but for lavender?
Piss
You're
blood.
already a druid and you could become a bloodhound if you so wished, you know.
I'm going to. Do you know what? I just thought of a fantastic idea. I'm going to turn into
Wait a
a
second.
bloodhound, right? And I'm going to sniff and just do exactly what I just said.
Do you know that is a fantastic idea?
It just came to me, you know.
Lovely.
Top D&D going on here.
Yeah.
Top
I say,
D&D
I
going
don't know
in,
what the
absolutely.
ideas they just come to you.
So
You know?
Hit you
professional.
like
We
a lightning
know
bolt.
what our classes do and how they work. Like,
Amazing.
Excellent.
You know
Give me a
what? I'm
moment,
thinking I might cast a spell potentially.
ooh.
Well, shall we see how
What?
this how
Magic
the
in
sipping
D&D?
does go?
The wizard casting a spell. I won't hear of
You
it.
can turn into a dog, and that's it.
Right, my dog-looking man. So it's like a proper bloodhound with the jowls and the ears, kind of thing. What we're talking
No,
about?
just a dog with
Basset
Manny's
wheels.
face.
What?
The dog with Manny's face.
Yeah, let's do
No.
that. Dog with Manny's face,
I
and
hate you all.
but the bloodhound knows, like just the
Yeah.
snout.
Just looks like a real weird amalgamation, like he hasn't quite done it right. It's like, oh, well,
it's
good try.
It's a half-assed job.
Oh,
Still-
I
still
see.
green.
So what I'm hearing here is that he'd never seen one before, so he had to make it up, and that's,
Yeah, there's
that's
no
why
context.
druids are supposed to only do it once they know. Awesome. Would you roll me a perception, but do roll that with advantage because you would have advantage on your smell being that type of hound type, whatever the fuck you've turned into.
Okay, I shall
Some sort
do
of
that
demon
right now.
creature.
A demon creature, yeah.
First roll and first
Face
roll's
of
a
an old
9.
man.
Let's do a second
Body of a
roll.
bloodhound.
A
Second
drawing from
roll
one of those
is
medieval
12.
bestiaries.
It's supposed to be a
12,
leopard, but it looks like a dog.
A 12 is enough for you to definitely get a certain definitive whiff. I've done the wrong button of lavender, and it's a good. Oh, yeah. As you come up tavern, you get the whiff of lavender, so you know there's definitely been some lavender situations going on. But you get kind of a mixed signal, so to speak. You kind of get some to the left and some to the right. You get a strong concentration to the right. I love that. I don't know my left from my right, and kind of a
Straight
trickle
right.
of it to the left.
All right, I'll turn to the others, and I'll say, "Well, I think we're going to the right." He's still in dog form, just with Manny's face just turns back to you. It's horrific.
I was going to say this is something on someone's
think
nightmares. Like
We need to
fuck.
head off in that direction. Lifts up his paw, which is just human
Right.
hand on the end of like a dog leg, and we're going to go that way over there to the right.
Just like
To the
an
right,
absolute
okay.
mismatch of wrong.
As you go to the right, you kind of follow it round, and you get around the corner of the general goods store where there's a selection of potted like herbs and things.
Shit.
Right.
There we are. She's one of these.
Are you sure they're not just selling the lavender though? Also, how do we know she's turned into a plant pot? Because I can't stress this enough. It happened whilst we were in the pub, so we didn't see it happen.
Yeah, but we know that she's turned into a lavender plant pot before, and I'm just
Fucking
taking a
Manny's
chance.
Columbo now, is he?
Fair enough.
It turns around.
That was an
One
introduction.
more thing.
One thing. Just one more thing. Oh man, Manny is Columbo.
You've got to trust the method, Persephone.
Okay.
Fair enough. I mean, you're the bloodhound dog
Creature.
man thing. So
I am indeed. That's what they call me.
This abomination you've
judge?
become.
Abomination? How rude. Anyway, she's one of these. Excuse me.
I don't
Walks in
think so.
still in dog form. Horrific form. Excuse me. Do you sell lavender plants that were once formerly little girls?
Uh,
I am so sorry about him. He's a rescue.
We found him in the swamp.
yeah, so
Um,
the dwarf
yeah.
that looks over and that you spoke to earlier was, what the shit is that thing? Get that the fuck out of my store. I don't know. That is cursed. Get it out. Absolutely not. No.
Understand, we'll
she's
have a
telling
lovely
you to
day.
leave, Persephone.
Okay, now let's
that's
leave
rude.
this
There's
poor
no
fella
need for that.
alone.
No. Pretty Fawn can stay. She's beautiful. That thing, no.
This is just a toad. Come on.
Listen, Manny.
Leave
I
her alone.
think you're gonna have to wait outside. I think for
All
Just-
right,
just for 5
Tie me
minutes.
to the post outside. So
Sure, if you want.
Do a tea on the post.
Surely, if there was if Winnie had lavender potted again, the Blythe would be with her. Surely.
Pretty much, yeah, that was my thinking. I
And
can't
I'm
imagine
not-
she's just going to ditch her.
I ain't seeing no Blythe around here.
That's a very good point. Very astute.
Get dice, not food. Stop pestering.
Yeah.
Manny, what do your weird dog eyes see?
Mostly just grey.
Would you like
Right.
to have a sniff for anything else?
Okay. Can I?
Would you like to try and find Blade, maybe?
I was going to
instead of-
say, would I know what Blaze would have smelt like?
I would imagine so. Even in like your half orc form, your normal
think
form, you've
Manny's
smelled.
creepy enough to have
It's not
probably
them.
smelt you all at some point.
Oh,
He absolutely is. So yes.
So yeah, fuck it. He'll use his dog power.
Woof woof.
Roll me with a perception again with advantage. This time you're looking for Blade.
Right, I'll do that right away. Just bear with me a moment. We'll open up a new window. That I'm not even going to roll any further because I just rolled a natural 20.
Hey!
Hey.
Oh! So
Yep,
as you're outside the
good.
store on this sniff, despite the overwhelming now smell of the herbs and the lavender, you actually can pick up every one of your companion's scents and yourself, obviously, because the piss is pretty strong. But you do get you're able to realize that this is and you pick apart in your mind and you clock, yes, Blade went that way. It was following the left direction out of the tavern.
Ooh.
And as you walk along, you are actually able to track it all the way to the chapel. Like naturally, you can get all the way to the chapel. You go inside and you can see Blades that they're on the floor.
Yeah. There you are. I believe, like a really strange GPS. It'll just be like, "We've arrived at our destination."
Right.
Is this form please you?
It's actually quite disturbing. Will probably haunt my
Would you
nightmares for many
prefer
years to
I
come.
turn back
Turn
to
back
my
into
old self?
Manny? Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
helpful.
you can't beat the original.
Yes, I'm
Original one best.
all right. And then he'll turn back into original Manny.
There he is.
Well, that was fun.
That only horrified all the children, but that's fine. Thankfully, they're all in
I mean,
school.
yeah. It's outside the school,
Like,
looking
like
through school
that.
windows, going, "Ah!"
You just hear bells going insane.
Yeah. The monsters come back to take us again.
Well, now I
right.
feel bad.
And Chupa Carmen's turned up.
Oh, she's in there, is she?
Yeah,
I think, well,
pretty
do
positive.
we bust in or do we just walk in?
I
the
don't think we
man.
need to bust in. Like, she's just in a building. Like, it's a chapel.
All right, well, all right.
Just walk in.
Yeah, no need to break
Okay.
down the doors of a chapel.
Yeah, you just
No.
Don't knock it till you
just
tried it,
clip
guys.
pops away in.
Lovely.
I bet Persephone's got the daintiest little clippy cloppy feet though, just like
What, like
It's very like-
deer,
like little
sort of?
deer feet, just
Yeah.
and it's really cute and it echoes in the room and it's really sweet.
Well,
And Blade
your passive
roll
perception
her eyes.
is stonking. It's 16. So, yeah, you do hear the little clippity cloppers. It's clip clop, slight stagger, clip clop because she's still tipsy.
Oh yeah.
That you probably recognise is likely to be Persephone. You hear your companions enter behind you.
Liv,
You hear that, Winnie?
Liv, it's
Yeah.
us,
You hear
the
that, Winnie?
gang.
That's the sound of a pisshead. It's an interesting noise.
Shh. Too loud.
It's that thing where you're like, shh, be quiet.
As he just walks into stuff. So bang, 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 bang.
Winnie, this is the sound of drunkards committed to memory.
And
Absolutely.
look,
fine.
only one of us is drunk. Manny's just hydrated, and I'm not
Yeah.
even that drunk.
Dangerously hydrated.
You trip over your own feet.
I don't even have feet.
I mean, you got to be careful.
That's
'cause if you get, like,
that's why it's worse. You know, they're not even your
Don't
feet.
even have-
It's all right. About 5 minutes ago, Manny had 4.
I did.
it's just all they were all hands.
They're all hands.
I can show you if you like.
No, not in here.
No,
This is a
that's-
sacred
that's
space,
horrible.
man.
You'll probably burst into
Mandarin,
flame.
Mandrid,
Mandrake.
Mangreg. Sorry,
Mangrin.
I forgot
Oh,
his full name.
you know, we've only been hanging out for a
couple of hours.
long
Few
time.
days. Just a few
Like
days.
2
It's-
days.
3 days. 2
It's
days.
Mangrin,
Yeah, I'll leave.
Skibek, and
Mangrin.
Mangrin.
That's somebody
Skibek.
This is a sacred place, Mangrin.
You can
So-
just
It
call
says
me
really
Manny.
loudly. It's a
So as you guys
sacred
are entering,
place.
you do spot, as Blade turns to you, you do spot, oh look, there's a plant. Potted plant.
Oh, surprise, surprise.
We didn't know that had happened.
I did.
But it was going to happen eventually, wasn't it? This is kind of her thing.
Likely, it seems to be a bit of a pattern, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just
I
looking
mean,
at you
is
now,
this
the,
like
the eyebrow is raised.
is this like
"What?"
a is this like a high stress thing? She just goes pot plant. She doesn't go anything else. She doesn't go like bear or something.
Sunflower.
That'd be good.
That'd be
That's
fun.
pleasant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like lavender as well, but you know.
I mean, yeah, lavender's fine. I'm just saying, like, is it always lavender? Do you know, or
Oh,
is,
I'm
is it
afraid.
just... Parrot would be cool.
I'm afraid that the specifics of wild
Yeah,
magic are
cockatiel.
outside of my understanding.
Well.
I would think that wild magic is more along the lines of the book learned or the blood mage type persuasion.
Oh, I do book learning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
she's book
you
learned.
can probably tell me more about wild magic surges than I can tell you.
Oh, there we go. There we
I
go.
just know that they happen and that I have to be there to protect her when it does.
Well, you're doing a cracking job at it. If I do say so myself, Blave. When did the lovely lady at the alchemy shop say that she'd be kind of done with the
So
Was
she
it by
said
like
it'd be a
morning or
couple-
something? Was it? Or...
She said it'd be a couple. She said it'd be a couple of hours later that afternoon.
Okay.
So you probably have. It's probably been long enough. And as you guys are conversing, a figure sort of pops their head around the door of a back corner. A lovely little shrew type person with little pink ears, little shrew furred face. They're wearing robes that. Now, when you've seen this type of a holy person before, they're normally wearing robes that are kind of a lovely shimmery silver and aspects of gold. This is more of a greyish colour with mustard yellow highlighting. It's got a bit, you know.
Oh, okay.
But they sort of pop their head around like, is everything all right in here? She's just sort of looking around at the drunkenness and just like,
Yeah, we just come to cheer up our sad friend.
yes, are you all right? The plant.
This is a focus for my prayers right now. I would
He's a druid.
Yeah, I'm a druid. I do druid
Blessings
things.
of the shepherds to you, my brother in druidry.
Self-taught. Do you want to see what I can do?
Evidently, that won't be necessary. I don't know that this would be the grounds for that sort of.
Pick an animal, any animal you like.
No, thank you.
And it'll turn it into some sort of mixed
There's a
mismatched
look of
monster thing.
slight fear, like this is my place. Please don't.
Oh dear.
Well, this is nice.
And they're sort of looking from person to person, like which one looks like they're going to help the most.
I'll help. What do you want?
Would you like us to set a candle for any of you? Do you have any? Think you would require any sort of guidance or help with? You're not from round here, I see.
I mean, yeah, go on. Yeah, just put a candle up for the shepherd. That'd be cool.
Certainly, absolutely, most certainly.
Hmm.
My
Do you
toad's
want
got a rash.
Do I? Do you want like a donation or anything, or we like just in case? I don't know. We kind of just
Only if
come
you
in here a
would
bit
so wish
rowdy.
to. Only if you would so wish to do so. The shepherd does not require monetary gains, but it helps keep the candles burning. It places a pressed candle out, and it's actually quite a nice tall fresh one with all the bits of. You see the greenish hues there, and then there's kind of these kind of ribbons of darker green, kind of marbled through
nice.
the surface. And
What's their roof looking like?
The roof, actually mostly intact. It's got the damp and the bit of the sag everywhere in this town, but it's not the worst. She clicks her finger and just lights the candle.
I was going to say, everybody knows what it's like at that time of year, the damp and the sag, you know. Oof. You get to a certain age and it's just, it's constant.
It's what Gideon has to live with this whole all day.
You should see my balls.
Good lord. I'm going to give
They put themselves in a prayer
person,
over the candle. They are focusing really hard on this candle right now.
I'm going to go up to them and just press like 2 stone into their hands and just be like, I mean, whatever repairs, it's just, you know.
Cal, you have received a bardic inspiration from
Stone.
Thank you very much. I do not deserve that in any way, shape, or form, but thank you very much.
Apparently, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Manny is a very good boy.
It ain't me, but thank you very much.
Yeah.
I need that.
So I'm donating to the church. I'll donate to this little churchy thing.
They look quite surprised, like, 2 stone, like you should. Blessings to you. Oh, and they sort of gesture at you and
I do like a very sort of mirrored gesture back, like yeah. We kind of we got it.
Yes. And they sort of look over the rest of you like, do any of you require any sort of?
Yeah, my toad's got a rash. I told you.
Okay. Well, perhaps the apothecary next door might be a suitable location for treatment.
Say again. Sorry, I was too busy. I was distracted by my toad. He said something. He's got. You asked me where the rash is.
Snowstone, you were not incorrect. Manny was indeed being a dog type creature. You're okay.
You want me to tell you where the rash is? Is that who you've asked me?
No. I want you to go next door with it.
Right. So you could be alone with the toad?
I'm not a healer. I don't require your toad.
You don't require my toad.
And they kind of just
If I had a penny, sorry, if I had a stone for every time someone said that to me.
We will offer the Dawn Lord's blessings and that of the kind of
Snake just fix my toad.
Maybe Manny. We're gonna head over to the alchemist after this.
Yeah.
Maybe she's got some like ointment or some sort of thing along those lines that can help with Bernard.
Yeah.
I think they're probably more likely to be able to kind of help from a medical point of view than this lovely lady. Yeah, this lovely lady here. So maybe it's
Okay, I'll get the message.
I just want what's best for Bernard, like yourself, you know.
Me too.
She's giving you a very grateful look there, Persephone, like, thank you.
By this point, Blythe has turned back to the shield, and the plant pot on the floor has just sat there with her legs crossed, the hands sort of resting, wrists on the shield, holding the plant pot. Has closed her eyes and is just pretending that none of this is happening.
She notes that you're doing that, and you're clearly praying in some form, so she's not going to disturb you because you're in the chapel, like it's
I
praying.
am at peace.
Yeah.
With my shield.
As much as she doesn't recognize the symbols that you are wearing, the signs of your religion, she recognizes prayer happening. So, fine. Yeah, and she
I'm
just
gonna-
sort of
yeah.
puts a little candle next to the shield in case you wanted one of those. Lovely. I'll just be back here if you need anything at all. You know, yeah. She
Sure.
sort of meanders out the root door again. She's going to be sat there thinking, "Please go away, please go away, please go away, please go away."
Nice
So,
to meet you.
Squeaks.
I think they like me.
Oh, I'm sure they did. I'm sure
Yeah,
they
I
did,
mean-
Manny. There's what's not to like.
Everyone likes you when they first
Where
meet
do I
you.
begin? I piss myself all the time. I stink. I'm a drug
Right.
addict.
Okay.
I mean, all admirable qualities. Yes.
It's what's on
So
the
we,
inside that counts.
Yeah.
And
I
it
don't wanna
sounds
see
like
that.
what's on the inside is a lot of narcotics, to be honest. But there we go.
No, just of the amphibious
piss, probably.
variety.
To be fair, he's probably at his least stoned right now because after he had his overindulgence of toadly essence, he
Yeah.
was given the antidote by the apothecary person.
Cleanest
So
I've been for
actually,
years.
currently is actually quite clear.
Wow.
Yeah, really clean.
On the straight and
Feels-
narrow.
Feels good if I had a couple glasses of what you would call water. I dispute that, but it wasn't chunky enough to be honest. So
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. So,
yeah,
Water's
Should we-
not really water unless there's a skin on top.
exactly.
Oh.
You've got to pee in it.
wow.
Ooh.
Right. So, apothecary?
Blade's eyebrows are just like, what? Wrinkling right now, just kind of.
Should we head on down to the apothecary and find out what these weird test tubey things were, or these tubey things were?
Sounds like a plan, Mr. Gideon.
Lead the way.
Okay.
Glorious, you bunch of weirdos. Awesome.
Is Blade
Okay.
coming, or are we just leaving her behind?
You're just
Leave
leaving
them
me
behind.
behind. I'm just
Okay.
getting
See you,
there.
Blythe.
We'll be back in 5. Don't worry about
Lathe,
it.
we're
Stay
going to
safe.
the apothecary. If you want to stay here, you can do. But if you want to join us, we'll just be over there.
Cool.
Don't hurry. Just take your time. I'm not going anywhere. You know, you don't. You have fun.
So, is there anything more that Blade would like to do before I follow them out the building?
The greatest
Okay.
party of all time.
Blade was
To be
like,
fair, The Them is a great
The
name for a
Them.
tribute band for the band The. So
There.
There you go.
there you go.
That's done.
I
Sold.
do want if the priestess does come back. Just
she pokes her head as she hears this receding footstep. She pokes her head around, just like, is it safe?
pardon me, priestess. I have a
That's
little.
all saying that.
I'm just wondering if you can, if you know of this. Your Queen of the Night.
Yeah, Silvona, yes.
Yeah. As you can see, I am not familiar with this. I've seen her symbol before. You know, I've been around a little bit. I've seen it. I've seen a slightly different version recently.
Hmm.
I'm a little confused. I was wondering if perhaps you might be able to shed some light on the meaning of the symbol. And I'm gonna describe the differences
Hmm.
to her. Like, it's kind of like that, but that bit's got a thing there, and it's
Yeah.
not.
Now,
Do you
bear with me one moment, and she sort of disappears out the way, and you hear some moving, crunch, clunk, clunk, clatter. Darn.
You
Just
okay in
one
there?
Comes
Yeah.
out with a cobbled like sheaf of papers that have kind of been put into a sort of bookish, like, how old is it? And she sort of rubs me. Does it look a bit like this with it, maybe? And what you see isn't the symbol you have seen and you've described, but you see a symbol that if you overlaid it would make the symbol you have seen.
Yeah, kind of. Like, you kind of lay it on top of...
On top, well, that I
You
suppose
lay
that's
them
a bit-
together, and they make it the one that I've seen.
Oh, now that is very queer. If you see that here, oh,
Well, I kind of... Yeah, it's on your notice board, but I've seen it elsewhere in the swamp as well. But,
well, I mean, this symbol normally it's what they use to mark out areas of blight, of corruption, of areas of
oh shit,
undead and
really?
ill health. Normally,
Oh.
I've never seen it combined with the Queen of the Night, though. Oh, perhaps I should search through some more of the papers. Oh,
Yeah, we found it. Do you know there's a village, or there was a village, I should say, just out that way? She points in the direction that they come from. So,
like kind of the northerly-ish stuff.
yeah, it's like out that way. There was a village there.
Oh,
Came-
yes.
We came through it. There's obviously no village there anymore.
No, the people there, they there was a sickness. They just sort of people stopped coming back from there and going, and when people went to check, the place was desolate.
So maybe don't go there anymore. And in fact, just advise people just don't go in that direction, because
You
some
don't
hanky shit happened out there. Pardon the turn of phrase.
think
But,
this was linked to the children, perhaps?
speaking of that, could you tell me what happened with that? Because we were in Mirage before we came here, and there were some interesting happenings, some disappearances, children
Oh, you
being
have
lured
come along.
out by undead children.
Yes, that's we had that happening here for a time. The children would disappear, and then over the course of months that they would come back, but they wouldn't be themselves, and they would draw the others with them. It was a terrible time. We managed to have some help, and it seemed to stop it happening. Or we implemented the use of the bells just in case to stop, so we can keep an ear on them.
Did you find out what caused it? Was there a source of this undead
Not that we
light?
know, but it was the chap. He lives further into the south, into the scatters. He actually acts as a poacher for us often, and will bring bits to town every now and again. But he said he would have some skill with dealing with these beings, and well, it stopped. So,
What's his name?
oh, I'm not sure. We just know him as the poacher. He just comes through periodically.
Poacher. Whereabouts could we find him if I wanted to?
Oh, he's a good day's, maybe day and a bit's travel into the south. He doesn't come around all that often. It's a fair distance to meander through. He keeps to himself a lot.
So my journey that I'm taking, I know I kind of have to sort of veer toward the scatter marshes, and then go. I don't know exactly where I am, but I know am I heading southward at this point?
You are indeed heading southward. Yes. I don't know whether you would be naturally going past his house, but it's certainly on. It's south.
Do you happen to know of the mountain pass that goes through the other side?
The way to Runa.
Yeah.
I mean, well, yes. That you go down, you go through to the bison scatter marshes, just where it's reaching the Brock McCoil, and then you go up the mountain past that way.
Let's say theoretically I wanted to check in on this poacher, make sure he's okay, and get some information. Could I possibly veer toward them and then go there?
I don't
Yes.
I don't see why not. It would only be maybe a half day out of your way to do so, I suppose.
Okay. I'm going to be honest with you. With everything that's happening at the moment, I think it would also be wise to inform this poacher of what is happening in.
Further up in the north, past the wides. What a good thing! He can go and help them some more. What a brilliant idea! Oh, you are a godly sword. I can tell.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Just one last thing. When he fixed your little undead creepy shit problem, did he say what he did to make them go away, or?
You know, he didn't. He didn't. But I don't think anyone wanted to dwell on it. Too
Don't
much, really.
don't ask kind of thing. Yeah, no, I get that. I understand. That's a thing. What you don't know can't kill you, kind of thing.
Well.
Maybe, I don't know. I find that things I don't tend to jump out at me all the time. But regardless, your Queen of the Night is she normally associated with things like blight, or is she just?
Well, I mean, she does represent the natural decay of as is the order of life, in the way that things grow. They must let to decay, return to the world around them, and continues the cycle. So, in that sense, I suppose she is, but she's not representative of it in an excessive sense. The shepherd would never allow such a excess of chaos and death within the world.
It doesn't sound to me like she would be a patron of undeath, as it were.
Oh, certainly not. No, I would not. I wouldn't think that of her. No.
Is there anything in your religion that would be associated with undeath?
Not with undeath. No. The spirit of the badger. He arrives to take those who are.
I see your face, Shiv. I see your face.
leaving this realm. Leaving this realm and taking their departing souls, and whether that's willingly with a gentle kindness, or whether that's by unwillingness with the claws and the pull, but
aggressively biting them by the ankle and making sure they go the direction they need to go. Yeah, I know badgers
like that. But short of guiding the souls who are correctly intended for death in the path back to us, or back to the earth, no, this is very worrying.
So there's nothing to prepare you for that kind of thing. I see. Okay.
We of course pray to the spirit of the wolf to hold and protect us all and keep us safe, and the goose for our families, but
Goose church.
as she's doing this, she's gesturing to carvings of these various animals just around the tops of the ceiling spaces.
Goose mentioned.
Yeah.
Judge the
We've had the badger. We got the goose. We just need to fuck it up.
Honking begins.
The honk.
He's not Judge Goose and Executioner.
Executioner.
Oh, there you go.
Oh dear.
All right, stop badgering. That's enough.
Well, thank you for your help, and I do apologize for the whatever that was with those three.
It happens. All travellers come through, and we accept all here with the light of the dawn, Lord, the balance of the shepherd, and the Queen of the Night herself, of course. Blessings of the salmon spirit on your travels.
Light of Kamali be with you.
Salmon spirit, the guiding spirit of adventurers and travellers.
Bless you. It's just Blade's just like.
Lovely.
And I just made that. I just decided on my god's name just that second. So there we go.
Cool. I'll write that down.
Yeah. Kamali the Shield Maiden.
Oh, beautiful. Love it. Yep. Cool.
Badass bitch.
All right. Rude. Loki, my love, your head on my lap is not conducive to me being able to move.
But it is conducive to head scratches. So
So, on that note, I think we shall take ourselves a short break, perhaps, I think, and then we will reconvene, return to our collective peoples at the apothecary and see how they got on. Fair producers, man, would you take us for a beautiful break? And we will return in, you know,
too sweet.
Oh, yeah, because that's the problem there. No, that was. There is pictures of the end of the night that night, and it's very much me with a traffic cone. Because glorious.
Classic.
Thank you for
lied.
that warning, Paul. You're a butt.
Hi,
Hi,
friend.
everybody. Welcome to my life as a student. When I was a student, and I was, tipsy.
So my
That's
friend
alright.
once bought a wine glass that was wine bottle sized and shaped that had like a wine glass top at the top of it, so you could pour an entire bottle of wine into this thing. It fill up, and then you drink it like it was a glass of wine.
The socially
Nice.
acceptable way of drinking a bottle of wine. That's basically the
Essentially.
same as drinking it straight out of the bottle.
Essentially, but it's you've decanted it, so it's okay.
See, it's
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
fine.
absolutely fine.
It's fine as long as you don't get to the point where you're drinking baggies of wine straight from the baggie.
That's
Then
awesome.
then you know you've
You
hit
mean
rock
a
bottom.
Capri Sun?
Yeah.
But if
wow.
that bottle of wine thing and the bottle of the glass,
Yeah.
if that applies to wine, you can pour in a whole bottle of that. Could you pour in? Is there like a whiskey equivalent where you
There
could just
should
walk
be.
around with like a giant full bottle of whiskey?
I
There
don't
And
should
have
be.
one of the beautiful crystal glass on top.
Oh, Cal, you'll be really proud of me. I introduced my parents to Penderin,
Oh, it's lovely stuff.
and they loved it. They think it's
Gorgeous.
great.
Yeah, it's nice. Depends on their original blend is really, really nice. But Darcy, no.
No,
Darcy.
that's Paul announcing Darcy, because she has a habit of becoming what we call the stairs guardian, where she will come up the stairs ahead of everyone and stand at the top, like, haha, you can't get past me without fussing or let me bite your head, whichever.
That's
As long as-
one extreme or the other there,
Yeah.
really.
Head biting is her love language, okay? So, seeing as we are live, guys, should we continue our little escapades?
Yes,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
do it.
Yeah, sorry.
I got a 10 on a D10 in fairness. So
Okie dokie do. So we are going to return to our collective of beings as they've entered the apothecary store. I'm presuming Blade is possibly going to follow along shortly to catch up with them.
Blade is kind of is gonna just sort of chill in the chapel for the minute.
Lovely, that's fine.
Mull a few things over and maybe not be involved with the noise that is the slightly tipsy folks and the not stoned Manny, which is in itself a little bit disturbing.
Sober Manny is somehow worse.
Yeah,
hey, look,
really
it's just the one tipsy folk actually.
Yeah, Gideon succeeded his thing, so he's fine.
It's because Gideon is 90% liquid anyway, so
No, because Gideon's the best.
There you are.
That's why.
He's trying not to sneeze at me, or something or trying to sneeze at me. Anyway, so you guys, you enter this apothecary store and you enter the room, and it takes a moment to kind of register what you're looking at. It's like someone has put a perfect line down the middle of the shop, and one side is everything is brought forward. There are jars lined up, labeled neatly, pristine. There's a display, and it looks like it's one of those perfectly balanced, everything is perfect kind of displays. The floor is swept, everything is tidy. The other side, there's dried herbs hanging from the ceilings. There's shelves with books in all directions and bits and pots sort of shoved with them and bits of dried plants here and bits of bobs there. The display is as much just stuff stacked precariously, like someone's just lost Jenga. But it's like someone's got a perfect line down the center, and even the counter and the till before you, there is one side which is clear of all rubbish, just a tidy quill, a neatly laid out book, and a thing that I've forgotten the word for. The
Till?
till! Yeah, the till! That one! And the other side, again, perfect line, and then it's just carnage. Quills, pots, things, stuff, paper, stacks of things, herbs, stuff. And then buried under it somewhere that maybe might be a till, it's hard to tell. As you push the door, there is a dingling and a ping.
Hello?
And coming out from a back room, you see the half elf that you'd seen earlier on who helped Manny, like, oh, yes, hello. And she enters and comes out of the back room and positions herself very definitely behind the clean and tidy side.
I
Hello.
hope I hope we've not come too early. Just thought I'd give a check on the potion, see how you're getting on, if there's any progress.
Jonah was just finishing up his own checks on it. No, now it's absolutely fine. Very
Lovely.
Perfect.
Are you feeling better, dear? Just sort of looking at you, Manny.
Yes, I feel pretty well, actually, thanks to you. Thank you very much for looking after me in my time of need.
Excellent. I'm very pleased. That's lovely. Excellent. Jonah.
Jonah.
Man, he joins in.
Jonah.
And a chap comes out, a human male. It's got red kind of chaotic hair. He looks like if electricity was there, he's been touching it, and it's poof, out.
I'm picturing Syndrome from The Incredibles.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not affiliated
More
with me.
wiggly than that, but okay. And he comes out and he's like, "Hi! Oh, I've just been looking at these. These are marvelous creatures. I don't know where you got them
Incredible.
from." Oh, and she just sort of goes, "Jonah, Jonah. Yes, hello. I've been just looking at these potions you brought." And it's just like he's basically vibrating with energy of like, "I've done things."
Why is he vibrating at me?
Oh my god, that's not what the potions do, is it?
Oh, no, I didn't try these. No, we've done a few tests. We have had to skim a bit off the top just to try and test them, But
of course. I wouldn't expect anything less.
An unusual, But and because he's just got another look from the missus, just being like this is not toning it down. They are an unusual assortment. Did you buy them and then lose the labels, or were they given to you labelless? Did you say?
The second one, actually. We were leaving the town we were in, and a lovely lady called Bathilda, I think her name was.
Bathilda, I believe so.
Oh, she gave us them just as we were heading off, because she knew we were heading into the marshes. She was like, "Here's a couple of bits just to help you through," and she gave us some lovely pastries, actually, and a couple of other bits, and these fellas as well. And she was like, "Sorry, the labels fell off, and because like here it's quite damp over there, so probably just sort of fell off over time, and obviously we don't really want to be using them because we don't want to know what's in them. I don't want to be drinking one if it's actually thrown and turns into a fireball or something like that." You know what I mean?
As you say this, the gentleman, Jonah, sort of like, "Oh, Zira, you didn't say it was a Betsy special. That makes perfect sense. That makes much more sense now. Excellent."
Oh, you know Bathilda or Betsy then. She's lovely.
Me and Betsy
Big
go
fan.
back very far. Not too far, obviously, dear, but very far.
I'd keep an eye on him, love. No. I don't say that. That was a Tony joke.
Notorious slanderer.
So because you're wise and omniscient DM doesn't remember what colour potions she gave you, feel free.
I do. I've got a list.
I'm the DM now.
So just lob me the colours a second, yeah?
So do you want me to send you in Discord or just tell you?
You can just tell me, it's fine.
So there's a green one, a blue one, a purple, and a pink.
Ooh.
Okay.
What could
Okay,
they
so we've got
be?
this one, and he places the green one. So it took a little bit of working out this one, but we've worked out that, well, essentially, I think she's cocked it up a little bit. It's meant to be a bit like the prestidigitation that you do to make things smell nice, but I don't think that's what it'll do. I think it'll make it smell awful.
Oh,
like a stink
so
bomb.
it's like a
type
stink
situation.
bomb.
That's a big cock up.
Potentially, yes. But I mean, it's unlabeled, and there may have been some damage, perhaps, and perhaps it's just gone on the turn. It's not like Betsy to cock up intentionally, so like that. So it's that one.
Okay.
I am rolling a dice for these, so like.
Cool.
Oh, and then here we are. This one here. This is more as it should. This blue one is much more as it should. Look, you see, it's got that lovely sort of shimmery. It has got the greenish hint to it, but it's not overtaken the blue. This one will make you smell beautiful, but do just be aware if you do decide to use this for your scent relief, it's very pungent. It might attract attention.
Okay, so yeah, it's like a perfume on steroids.
Yeah, when you say attention, what do you mean exactly?
Well, anything that likes a strong floral scent is going to seek you out in a hurry.
Like
a giant
bees.
bee. Yeah. Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Well, be careful with that one, lads.
I don't know. The
Be
potion of bee
careful.
attraction. I
A
don't
bee?
think so.
Be careful.
Hey! Yeah,
Very good.
everyone loves that one. Everyone loves that one, in Bangalore. It's quite a buzz.
Oh, I don't.
Oh,
Get out of here, you.
Wow. Wow.
Jonah.
You should take this.
You're my
seriously.
kind of person, you are, Jonah. Right.
Absolutely buzzing.
Fuck's sake, shut up, Gideon.
Right,
this
outside.
one, well, this perfume one. This one, I don't normally see it's the potion that you'd want to give to yourself. Normally, you'd put it. Some of the tanners use it on the animal. Well, not the tanners, but when they want more leather off a beast, they give it this first, and it kind of doubles the amount of skin available.
Oh, that's
Oh.
horrible.
There's nothing to the muscles or skeletal structure, just extra skin.
That's
Just-
amazing.
Right.
That's. Oh my god.
So you just end up looking like a big sort of like Shar-Pei puppy, just like loads of skin.
That's horrible.
Wow.
It's
Okay.
like a facelift, but reversed.
Yeah.
Oh no, a face fall.
Oh, no,
Oh.
the face
A face drop.
Where is this randomizer table? Because I want it in my collection.
I must have it in my life.
Why would they give that to you?
I mean,
Well, she might not have realised
yeah.
what it was.
She didn't know what they were. They were enabled.
I mean, to be fair, that's a pretty good disguise.
What? Just
Now,
a
just
shit
lots of
ton of
skin.
skin?
Just loads of
No,
All right, and then lucky number 4. What's the pink one? I hope it's something
Well,
good.
Honestly,
No skin. You're
this
inside
one
out.
took Wow, that would be horrifying.
It's like that bit in
Just like-
Misfits.
Yeah.
I'm just double checking if I've rolled for it, but I'm just double checking any of these useful. Are they all just really weird? I think they are all just really weird. So this one actually genuinely seems to depend what time of day you take it in. Well, it's quite a rare one, isn't it? Zeros, yes, it is. She sort of plucks it out of his hand and said, well, this one, it depends when you take it. It took a fair, we've had to take a bit more off this one than the other because it's a tricky one. How Betsy's managed it, I actually don't know. I worry how she's worked it out. So essentially, if you were to take this during the night time, you would shrink to maybe half your normal size. However, the daytime, it would have therefore the counter effect, and you would become twice your normal size.
Oh.
So it's like is that like the enlarge reduce spell?
Yeah. So and
Cool,
it's got quite the half life on it, so to speak. It could be a good 24 hours in that state, you know.
Awesome. Okay. Interesting.
I can pretty much just hear the cogs going in Shiv's head now. Like, what can I do with this shit?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's not for me. Not for me.
For those that would like to see it, I put that in our little channel. You'll be pleased to know that one of the effects is all your teeth fall out.
Oh no!
Oh,
Or another one where everything you eat tastes like lemons for 3 days.
Ooh. Okay.
huh.
But yes, you have received those. You now know what 4 potions you have, for good or ill.
Well.
So the
that's
smelly one, the other smelly one, the skin,
the skin one.
and also the
large,
small one.
biggie, small thing.
As Jonah sort of, yes, it's a shame that one doesn't work the other
So
way
wait.
around, isn't it?
How big would this make you? Are we talking like giant size, like, or are we talking sort of like if you were like small, would it make you regular size?
No, I would think twice yours would have your size currently. So, I mean, I suppose if you were the height you are now, you would suddenly one would consider you large, I would say.
Okay, interesting.
How to
Sort
slot
of Gary Barlow's
big
son
words
size.
in a
Yeah.
Fucking Gary
Normal
Barlow's
size
son.
or Gary Barlow's son size. Interesting.
Well, this nighttime if you want to be like Gary Barlow, daytime if
Yeah.
you want to.
Daytime, his son. Perfect.
Started measuring everything in Gary Barlow's son's
Barlow.
size.
How many Gary Barlow
5
sons?
Gary Barlow
Oh,
sons.
he's
Very
16
big.
Size of an
high.
as the actual son, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hello, Darcy.
15-foot tall giant. Smashing villages. So, what do you want? Do we pay the woman or?
Well, of course, we're going to pay the woman. Like, both of these lovely people, they've done us a nice service. And we're going to pay them for it.
Really good
How
service.
much? What's the cost here?
Yeah.
What's the bill?
I mean, the discovery was wonderful, wasn't it? Yes, and they sort of like chattered like quietly. Honestly, I think just 10 pips. So that's 10 silvers essentially.
Sure. Slap it
Oh,
down.
lovely.
Bosh.
Gideon.
He's the money man.
Jonah picks it up and sort of looks at his earrings. Sarah dear, would you put it in yours, perhaps? Yes, I will.
Can't you just like split it between you or something?
Well, I mean, we add it all together at the end, of course. Just
Like that is it? I see.
adventure, technically, half and half. And she
Mm.
sort of gives a dirty look to the chaos section. Can I help
Yes.
you all with anything else, just whilst you're here?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Would you? I'm feeling a bit adventurous. Have you got any more potions at all?
I mean, she sort of gestures to the shelves lined with potions. Like, is there anything
No.
particularly that you're after, or?
Yeah, something wild, something that surprised me. Give me a mystery. Have you got like a spin the wheel situation?
I mean,
And
we
then
do also have an unlabeled section of just ones that, if you're really to be very wild.
but would you know what they are, or is it just a try it and see situation?
We do know. We would know. We did create them, so we tend to know pretty much what they are.
Looking
Unless
at
they're
me.
Jonas, in which case he will know what his are. I think. I know what
Looking at
mine
me.
are.
Yeah, oh, that's good. Looking at me then, and my friend Bernard here. Well, what do you think would benefit us on the road to adventure? See, we want to be prepared for anything that might come our way.
Okay.
Surprise me.
Also, you're wanting that ointment for his rash, aren't you, Ben?
Yeah, I'll get to the ointment in a moment.
Okay. I just want to make
It's all
sure
right.
you.
He's lived with
All
it
right.
for this long. He can manage a few more minutes.
All right.
And then
I
his
just
penis
wanted
just
to make
falls off.
sure.
I mean, we have
Pardon?
Bernard's best intentions at heart.
I've become
Okay.
quite the fan of Bernard.
So she sort of brutals about for a bit, and then okay, so we have this one here. I just sort of pass it to you, and it's kind of a grey, opaque sort of liquid inside it. It has the occasional silvery shimmer, and then occasionally little dark things just swirling in it if you give it a bit of a shake. This essentially it will harden your skin, and it'll make it almost like a stone effect for a few hours.
I like that.
I love stone skin.
Yeah. Oh,
Love it.
you're saying, hard money. Yeah, I like it.
I reckon that's
I'll
not happened
take
to
it.
a few years, isn't it?
I'll take it. Gideon, pay them.
Gideon.
Interesting.
Come on, don't you want to see me
Yeah.
get hard?
No, I don't, and especially not as that dog creature you were earlier. Either that
I
just
wouldn't
be
do it as that. That's
disgusting.
terrifying. Imagine that chasing you down the street. Fucking hell.
And imagine
think
it
she might be-
rock hard as well.
Yeah,
Just
that is
picture it, Gideon.
enough to put the fear of God in you. If
Oh
you-
God, and the rest of them, you
Let
know.
money-
Yeah.
Let money be hard. Come on.
Right. How much? Well, can I ask? Do you have anything that might dispel some like wild magic or anything like that might sort of cure some wild magic stuff?
That's a good question.
Oh,
Anti-plant.
Yeah. I mean, if someone's wild magicked into something, have you got anything that could like,
yes,
get them out of
I'm
that
moving
temporary
the
or?
plant.
What do you think, Jonah? And they sort of
Anti-plant medication.
Weed killer.
That won't
So-
kill you.
Whoa, that's too much.
Weed reversal powder. So, I mean,
If it was just an accidental use of magic, just an accidental spell, just
Yeah.
it off, you know, that you could potentially use a sigil or something on. But if it's wild magic, is it as in like a bloodline magic? As in
It feels like it. It
I
feels like
believe
it's
it
kind
is.
of. Yeah, it's kind of brought on
I'm
by
not-
high stress situations, and
I'm
it
not
just
sure
happens.
if that
Yeah.
works.
Maybe just like a Xanax, to be honest.
Bloodline
Yeah.
magic is very different. You see, it's very different.
Oh,
Like the magic comes from a different place in that sense, so it doesn't. There
Right,
is
yeah.
certain sigils and rituals you could use to disrupt
Yeah,
a
yeah,
magical presence, but disrupting an act
Sure.
of bloodline magic is a bit more tricky. Do you think that's something you could do? It would. We don't have it to hand, but are you staying in town, or are you moving on today, or?
Are we staying in town, gang?
It's about
I
5-6 in the evening at this point. Just FYI.
I think we're gonna stay the night, if I remember rightly, but I think then we're gonna head off tomorrow. So I
Well,
think
tell you what.
that's the
We'll have a
plan.
look at it. I can't promise anything, but we'll have a look at it tonight. And if we've got anything for you tomorrow, we'll yes.
Okay. So how about this then? How about I pay you double, and you work on it quicker
Could we work on it? We could do that.
as a commish type
I mean,
thing?
absolutely. I mean, I have got the books upstairs. We could just, yes. It would be nice. We've double and a
I think this
half.
has got me
because we'll
quite
have to-
excited.
Lolly's
Double and
having
a
an
half.
argument with herself.
Okay, 2 people. Okay. Double and a half because we'll have to close the store if we're giving it our full attention.
Okay, well, double and a half, but whatever Manny wanted just there's hard serum. He gets that for free.
Deal.
Done.
amazing.
Perfect.
Also, we want
Yes.
Well,
we also
wait.
want some toad ointment.
Oh yeah, he's going to
Yes,
hold the
chuck that
frog
in as
up
well.
to just balls out, front forwards, just on his
What,
don't think we
toad
have
balls to the
all-
face?
toe balls to the
Oh,
face.
it's an STD rash. Oh.
So first of all, can you confirm what this is? And second of all, I need
the
some
randy
cream.
old toad.
Jonah,
Chlamydia.
Jonah, I think you've tucked.
Jonah,
you've tucked
what?
Oh, screw it! I'll find it on my side. Bear with. And she sort of rootles around, opens a cupboard, and then goes. That
You must rub
sound-
another toad against it.
I sense it's probably. If it's what I think it is, this should do it. But if it's not, then add that as well. Apply
Okay.
it
What do
twice
you
a
think
day
it
for a
is?
week, and that should settle it. Oh. I'm
Yeah.
desperately
Is it
trying
from-
to quickly throw some. I'm trying to throw some Latin and Greek
It's fine.
together at you.
What if I told you?
I think
Yes,
I
a lot
think
of unprotected
I think-
sex.
it's amphibious
He's a toad whore.
blepharitis.
Oh.
Amphibious what?
Amphibious blepharitis, which
Okay.
amphibious inflammation of the foreskin.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh.
ooh,
You see,
Yeah.
you know how
Medical
Wow.
terminology.
ooh, that
see-
sounds very unfortunate.
you know
Also
how
known as the
this,
weeping toad.
you know how you know how this is upsetting you. We've been walking around with this for about 2 days now, so
This guy fairly sits on my head.
Have any of you been to?
No.
I've not
Yes.
touched the toad, but this man has had it in his mouth.
She brings
on his
out
head
like,
and
like
other
5 more
places.
packets. Like, put this on your head as well, just in case.
What is it? I'm just going to put anything on my head.
You already
It's
do.
an ointment to make it so that you don't contract it yourself.
No, he's probably got it now.
Don't
Too
want
little, too
your
late, I think.
foreskin inflamed.
Yeah, okay, I'll put that on my head. Ah,
Ooh.
Which
Thank-
head?
Oh. I mean, both, just to be sure.
which head?
Could you imagine Stone Skin with an inflamed foreskin?
Oh,
And he
I
always
really
pisses
don't
himself.
want
It's
to.
never going to be. That's
Yeah,
never going to
no,
heal.
that's never
It's never
gonna
going to
heal.
heal.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised you do it so often. I imagine it burns, to be honest.
I mean,
Can I
yeah.
please complete this transaction and move
just
on?
the way he walks. I think.
Please do.
So we're going to go for the double and a half to get the job done. We're throwing in the hard skin stuff and the
Yes.
ointment and all the rest of the shenanigans for free at a discount. Come on.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Handshake.
How much
Excellent.
Husband's
do
like,
I owe you?
oh, I'll see you in the back, dear. And he just runs out. It's like he gets.
I think that
excited
guy's
when
just
he's
about to explode.
Yeah.
Ah,
He's had too much coffee.
I was
And
thinking, no,
I
he's had
won't
too much of
lie.
that hard skin potion.
I
yeah.
just had a moment in my brain just go, hang on. Imagine if you took the double amount of skin potion and then the hard skin potion.
You'd just be an absolute disgrace.
You'd be a mess.
Just
Yeah.
say thank you very much for allowing me to get hard and also for de-riddling my toad.
I mean,
Very
it's
welcome.
what friends are for. So how much
Exactly.
is the bill? What's the damage here?
Okay. You're probably looking at a good 15 stones, and then adding that bit in, counter that.
Can I get this bar of chocolate as well, Gideon?
No, fuck off.
Oh, he's so mean.
This is probably
Oh,
going to be
chocolate.
about 30 stones for everything.
30 stone, slap it down on the table. There you go.
Oh,
Bosh.
come
She's
on.
annoyed she didn't take it higher now. Like, damn.
Damn
Oh,
it.
the
Pleasure.
bang!
Pleasure.
The
to
richest
meet
man in Antioch.
you.
Cool.
Wondering
Right.
what's in my bag right now.
Let's roll out.
Excellent. So yeah, she sort of, as soon as you guys exit the door, you hear a click of a lock, the flick of a sign to closed, and the lights go dim. She's off. She's got in the back. That's it. They're
Wow.
working on this thing.
That's it. Awesome. High fives all round.
Good job. everyone.
Although I'm not high-fiving Manny, sorry, mate.
No. Sorry, mate. You can high five
No,
yourself.
turn
not until
around.
you put that shit on.
And he's hunched over, and you just see him. He's already creaming at the toe.
Oh.
He's
Just
screaming.
like, what? Oh, sorry, what was that, Persephone? You not what?
Nothing, don't worry. No, it's all good, Manny. I hope Bernard gets better. And yourself.
I've never thought on the internet that I would be miming rubbing ointment onto a toad's genitals.
I think that says you've made it.
Mm.
I think that's it.
There's
I
a
think
point where
lying.
I think
That's for
this is
sure.
where it's all
Yeah.
led up to, and I think this is entirely what you planned from day
yeah,
one.
this is it, and I'm still doing it now. I think this is.
I mean, this is the
This is-
combination of the dodo, the quiz to this. This is all a sort of some weird
Milton
anarchic
Keynes.
scheme.
Milton
Yeah.
highlight
Keynes,
of my
yeah.
Into the-
internet career, right?
Get into the,
Yeah.
the pyramid.
Excellent.
Maybe the
that is
highlight of my
this.
life. Who knows?
I mean, I
Wonderful.
think you've hit the glass ceiling. Glass ceiling, really.
I'm going to stop
I'm-
rotating my finger now.
I can't wait for the BTA award to come through.
So, Blade,
I think it's
are
coming.
you
I think it's coming.
are you waiting for them to come to you, or are you going to
I-
exit the chapel?
No, I was waiting for them to come back because they
Okay.
said, "Oh, we're only going to be 5 minutes." So I was like, "Okay, I trust you." on
Excellent.
We've
that."
been there an
guys.
hour.
Well,
They've
let's
actually
trundle
been
back
there. They have
over.
actually been there a while, but you were conversing.
That's all right. I don't
Felt like
care.
Gideon's all
Five
shoulders
I've
as he
found
walks.
out some interesting stuff anyway, so
Lovely. Okay. Regather yourselves. You can catch each other up on what you've
Alright.
been doing.
Blaze! How's it
What's
hanging?
happening?
Well, should I
Truly-
not be?
Is your
Truly's
ween-
head pops out, and she just pops back in. The door just closes. Like in the
Is
back
your
room.
ween still a plant?
Yeah. Currently, we've.
It's
Oh.
all right. We're working on it. Don't you worry. We've got something, a plan.
All right.
Yep.
We're building a potion. Well, we're not, but we
Mhm.
paid some people to.
Doesn't
Yeah,
involve
they're
blowing
better at it than
anything
we
up,
would.
does it?
No,
We
it's
don't
just
know.
something to
not.
disrupt the not block it off completely, but just to disrupt
Yeah, I would.
the
very
wild magic.
I would very much like you to not block it off completely, because as much as Winnie turning into a plant is a very panic-inducing experience, if we block it off completely, I have a feeling that they will probably have my head back.
Oh, it's just a block like the one in a circumstance. So it means that she'll turn back into a wee girl, sort of sharpish.
And obviously then the potion will wear off and then she'll be back to normal until it happens again and there's flumps or plants or whatever else she conjures up.
Or nothing, because we just keep her nice and calm and happy.
That true. That
I
as
mean,
well.
that would be wonderful, but
Well, probably very difficult in this kind of environment.
Yeah,
but we'll try.
I'm just gonna say that the things that have happened to us so far, I would not hold my breath.
Oh no, neither would I. No, it's been terrible. It's been a bloody nightmare,
It's
isn't it?
it's been a bit of an experience. I mean, there's been undead, there's been strange swamp monsters, there's been turtles that have no right being as big as it was, you know.
That grave golem thing.
Yeah.
Frog STDs.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
orgies.
Toad.
Oh, it's all right.
STD.
He's getting it fixed.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bernard's
Maybe he
rat.
should get
You
fixed
know
too.
what?
Maybe he's
I
sorting.
don't. If Bernard had a disease, you do realize I could have just fixed that, right?
Oh, you.
Yeah.
That's all right. We got it for free.
Yeah, don't worry. It was part of a package deal.
I
so
prefer the
no
hands-on
bother.
approach.
No
Anyway.
bother.
Rubs.
You know
Wow.
what? We're gonna leave that as is because that's a little bit.
I can't exactly remember how the cleric heal thing it works, but we wouldn't want you to waste your spell slots
Yeah.
on it anyway.
Some sort of restoration-y
To be
business.
honest,
It's probably not. It's
backstory
probably a
is quite
channel
strange.
divinity or something along those lines. But I haven't played a cleric in Yonks, so I can't tell you.
It would be a restoration, but yeah.
The thing she did on you guys after the
The
leeches.
thing I
gave
did
you
on
all
literally
tiny-
the thing I did on you guys
Oh.
after you got sick.
That
Well,
was
this
a
day,
fella,
this
'cause that
morning-
wasn't. That was a spell slot, and I think you used them both up. So I don't know if you'd even be able to do it right now.
I mean,
What's a spell slot?
I don't know. I've got.
Anyway.
I'll be honest with you. I have so fucking many of them. I never need to keep track.
Oh, well.
Wizard.
flick the hair.
Wow. Wow, that's us told, gang.
Yeah.
Lonnie, have you just
I've
put
got a
something in your
toad on a
forehead,
stick.
or am I going insane?
Yes, I have. Yeah, I
Okay,
have.
thank God.
Used it to cool myself down because I'm really warm. I'm overheating.
No, that's fine. I just looked up and you had this green like blob on your head, and it looks really gross
So
from
is that
the
the camera?
camera. So I'm glad that it's all good.
But the vest I'm wearing under this jumper is quite booby, and I don't feel like I should be too booby on the interwebs.
Me too.
So-
Me
Fair
too.
enough.
I have to. Yeah, me too.
So I'm kind of just editing it out.
Ship vest is very booby as well.
Yeah.
But if you want to see my ass, you can go to
Yeah. Go to
Wiki.
www.chimpas.com.
And watch it. Look at his chimp ass.
Jim Pass and Shift Hits.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I really hope that's not a genuine website. If it is, don't go there.
It's too late.
What
People
too?
Googled it.
Too late now.
If that's your niche, we don't kink shame.
So, are you
Moving on.
leaving the chapel now, or are you just going to stay there and?
I think it's
terrorise
best we
the poor
leave.
priestess?
I think we should leave. Guys.
Maybe we
just,
should.
Time to go.
Just I don't know if this means anything to you guys, but you know we've been seeing that symbol around the Queen of the
Have
Night,
we?
but not quite
Yeah.
the Queen of the Night.
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
just asked the priestess about it, and she said that she showed me some documents, and apparently it's a symbol for blight,
Oh.
or like a marking that symbolizes blight.
That makes sense.
Or corruption or something, but it's not normally used in conjunction with the Queen of the Night like that. So,
So what, we're talking another god or something?
well,
So
that's
the
what I
sort of
thought. I asked, but
Demi sort of situation?
I don't know. She said that there's no such thing in your pantheon of that nature, and
Well, I mean,
there is technically one in mine, but I don't think that they have that much influence over here. So,
well, I don't know.
Well,
I mean, it could be
although-
like a crossing of the streams.
It's a collaboration.
Are you,
Because-
are you
collab.
showing them? Are you showing them the thing, or are you just talking it? I'm just checking.
I'm just talking about it at the moment. I'm not showing anything because I
Fine,
don't.
it's just in my head.
Just in case there is someone around that's kind of,
Just in case spying, yeah.
yeah, I'm not. I'm a little bit like,
I don't trust a shrew woman.
Maybe it's worth just keeping an eye out for anything else, because obviously blight, that makes sense, because that was, you saw that either just before or just after we fought the soil
The
man.
Rowan grave, yeah. Dirt man.
I'll have you know, Mavis' shrew is
man.
lovely.
Mavis the Shrew is the dirt
Mavis,
man.
I love her.
No, I love Mavis. She's great crack.
Is that what the golem was called? Mavis?
Mm.
It's the shrew.
Oh,
I
Oh,
named all
God.
my NPCs. Just like
Gideon just assumed that's what you started calling the golem. Was like, you're just giving it a name. Cool. All right. Call it Mavis.
no, I did not.
Mavis
That's
the
fair.
soil boy.
Yeah.
He's the
Champion of the night, man.
Ah.
Lovely.
Are any of you familiar with this kind of thing, like blight stuff? I don't know if it's an.
I mean, are we talking like, are we gonna just, I'm just, putting it out there. Are we gonna start to see other symbols of our deities, like with these other corrupted things? Like this one's blight. Is the Dawn Lord gonna have one that's gonna be, I don't know, darkness or something?
I don't
And
know.
then the shepherd's gonna have something to do with like what, with weird animals or some shit.
I mean, you've already got 12 of those fucks, so I don't know. But
Hey, steady! Don't this is our religion, all right? Just
yeah,
steady
I
on.
mean, hey,
Have some
I'm-
respect.
you've got 12 animals, and I still don't
Yeah.
know what half of them do. So
Well,
that's
learn.
but
Read a book.
Mrs. DM.
Mrs. DM.
Mrs. DM.
Okay, you're interested in the
Ms.
ball.
DM.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Could I do, because Penelope?
We're gonna say
This new
Pinocchio
character.
then.
Persephone does a lot of
Name.
book learning because she's a wizard. Can I roll like a history check to see if I might have seen anything about it or know anything about it?
Absolutely can. I would love for you to do that.
Watch me absolutely fuck this completely.
No, come on.
Yeah. There's no
Big
point
money,
in
big money, no
Blaze
whammy.
doing it
Positive.
because she's got no idea.
Natural
like
20. Come on, natural 20.
you're.
22.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't quite a nat
that.
20, but it was a 17 plus 5. So
We'll take
take
it.
it.
we'll take it.
That.
Oh, right. Wow. Okay, so
Yeah, suck it,
as
numbers.
you're beautiful. So as you're so you're okay, so you're just having to think about it. You're thinking, what do I know that's like this? That's kind of So in the back of your mind, you know that there is some religions around the world that do have more of the when it's a death deity or a death being, some places that encompasses undeath, blight, and kind of covers a wider range than just the natural order death. And when you think hard, and this is way away, like the book you got it from was already quite ancient and had been printed in a completely different continent to where you are right now. You're fairly sure the print page had like Todronen or something written on it. Anyway, as you draw through your mind, the name Invar pops up.
Invar?
Invar. And that you're sure that they cover death, but also kind of the imbalance in death. But it's very bizarre that you'd find it all the way over here.
So sorry, was that the death and then imbalance of death?
Yeah.
Oof, bloody hell.
It's a bit heavy.
Also, I'm pretty sure, just in chat, by the way, I think, Shiv, you mean pissness.
The best in the business. Is this being relayed, or are we kind of you deep in
No.
thought? What's happening here?
Nah, I'm just keeping it.
Okay.
Yes, no, I will. I shall be. I shall be relaying this to the
Red
to the board.
flag. Yeah. So we may be dealing with some sort of cult type action then, maybe.
Oh, I fucking hate cults. I really do. Pardon? The fuck did you just say to me?
I thought you said something else.
We're not in the chapel anymore, are we? We've left the chapel.
No, I think you stepped outside.
I've
Okay,
produced
good.
my plant pot. I've got my shield back on, and
Okay. So do we want to kind of make some investigations about the place? Maybe ask some people if they maybe had some unusual activities religion-wise or
Good
like
idea.
cultish
You see-
behaviors or something?
well, you see, here's the thing. You
Go on.
know, back in Mirage, we had the creepy undead children, right?
Mm-hmm.
They
How
had
could you
I
forget?
say that seems a bit culty.
they had the same thing here. It happened here.
Okay. So you think someone summoned them?
Well, there's a guy that they call the poacher. He's down south. Apparently he came and he stopped it from happening here, and that's when they started using the bells on the kitties, you know. But
So,
the fact here and that something undead related happened in the village north of here. And
So
then
this
it
guy's
was happening in
connected then.
Mirror Edge as well.
okay. And was
I-
this poacher involved every time, or was it just this one occasion?
No, the poacher just did here.
Okay.
But I am concerned that something else is going on here, that something weird is happening. But
Okay.
at the same time, it seems to be moving northward rather than southward, and we're heading south. So
So what's
You don't
north
think
then?
it's something that's trying to combat the Clackdoon, do you? Like
I-
in some kind of way, because I mean that's heading straight for him.
well,
And I mean, I don't know, I might be reading into it, but
I mean, this seems to predate the Clackdoon, I would have thought, but
yeah.
I don't know.
So do you
it's
think?
kind of
So wait a second. Do you think maybe the Clackdoon have drawn this thing out by all the shit and shenanigans they've been doing?
I don't know. I don't really know how the way your magic works here, the way that your deities work, it's different from where I'm from. I don't
Okay.
quite understand how it
America.
works. It's so very, yeah, you know, like
We're coming to America.
America.
Sorry, gang, I'm in a silly mood.
but it's very different. So I
Okay.
can't say for certain, and without maybe meditating on it and asking Kamali for some guidance, I don't even know if she's able to answer this side of the border, but I wouldn't
I mean, you
know.
could-
Pronounce
I mean,
Camelot.
give it. Yeah.
I would imagine that you can.
I can
I'm not-
definitely
I'm
hear
not-
her, but it's
I imagine
the
that you can
difference
because
between
Blade still has access to their magic. So I imagine
it's
it
the
would be-
difference between being able to receive the blessing and being able to receive the communion, though. Because I don't know if there would be interference from, you know, other deities like get off my land, kind of farmer-esque style, you know, shoot them in the face with a shotgun.
Everyone's packing
I
around
mean,
here. And there, man.
Yeah.
like who?
I can give it a go. I can try,
Anyone.
but I can give it a try while I trance. But that would mean staying here for an
To the
evening.
supermarché. Yeah.
I think it's worth giving it a go. I mean, you know,
I really do. Yeah.
if you piss off some other deities and just apologize profusely, and you know, we'll tell them that we're bugger off.
Yeah.
But it's worth giving it a go. If she's gonna be, is your deity a she?
Kamali is a
or
she,
he?
yes.
She. Yeah, it might be worth just seeing if she's knocking about and willing to give us a hand, because
She's chilling.
She's
She's
chilling
hanging out
out.
on a
Yeah,
she's
just
hanging out on a
hanging out.
lilo somewhere.
I
I'm
feel
sure.
like it's a lot of work being a deity these days. So
Oh
I
yeah,
just getting
definitely.
time to just hang out, a bit of self-care time, you know.
Okay.
They got really put in the work.
So I'm right in thinking from all the interaction of it that you guys are going to go back to the apothecaries to try and see if you can get that magic thing before you take a rest, kind of thing. Just to check I've got that right.
Want to get the potion we wanted made? Yeah.
Yes.
I think so. I think that's what we
I
want to
can
do.
check.
Or
If we because they were gonna because they'd offered to do it for the morning and you said let's go
Right.
quicker. So
yeah,
yes. I mean, I don't mind if going on my own if you want and dropping by or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, if it's available, then yes.
Well,
Take it.
unless you guys have anything particular else you want to do, I'm happy to just sort of move us along in time to the
Sure.
evening time where you can.
Sounds good to
go back
me.
them.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you explained this to Blade. So you've arrived back into the shop and they're both there. It's like, okay, so we can't make a potion for this because it's not how this would really work, I think. But it's essentially a sigil rune that we'd place there, and you place. Well, you said it was plant, didn't you? That you wanted to disrupt it out of plant form. You put the plant within.
That's right.
And then you'd set the fire around the circle, and then that should. It might not be quite right. It might not work, but it might work
Right. So let's just be clear here. If it doesn't work, what is the possible outcome? Nothing or something?
If it doesn't work, well.
Are we going to kill
No.
this plant if it goes wrong, or
If it
is
doesn't
some
work,
sort of nothing
I
going to
think
happen?
I think if it doesn't work, it just won't do anything. It'll just be a bit
And you
of a
can be
mess on the floor, I
sure-
suppose.
You're sure of this?
As sure as experimental magic can be.
Is there a warranty on this?
Is there like a cashback guarantee if this goes wrong and I can get my money back?
No.
We're
Wow.
paying for
Okay.
them because they've had to close up shop and lose some potential business by closing up
that's
shop.
true.
So and
I tell you,
they've
if it
done
doesn't
so much
work-
for us.
If it doesn't work, we'll keep working on it, and maybe in the morning, we can give it another go. Yeah.
Well, I'm willing to give it a go if everyone else
I
is.
think that's fair as fair.
Wade, they look to you as the person with the weirdly wrapped up papoosed plant pot.
It also
Papoose.
just occurred to me that you described a bunch of other fucking plants in that alleyway when they went down. They weren't there. You didn't describe those to me when I went in there. So now I'm a bit worried that this is the wrong fucking plant.
Oh my
Beth.
Oh no, they went further round to the shop, not down the alleyway you went. The alleyway you
Right.
went was just that single pot.
That's all right then, because
you're okay.
It's just another child that comes out this pot instead. Like,
Ah!
Who the fuck are you?
I'm Jonathan!
I've been missing for 20 years.
Oh no!
Things I've
It's
seen
fucking
from that
Jumanji.
tavern.
Oh,
Right.
in that alleyway. Oh my
So
goodness.
yes, they
Okay.
sort of lay out this. It's like a massive, like A3 big. I don't know what size paper things. It's a massive piece of parchment on the floor. It's got these markings. and
A0
symbols on it.
probably if it's massive then.
And they
Just several
place it
sheets of
and say,
A4.
okay, if you would place the there in there.
Cool. Yeah. Sounds
Jonah's
good.
sort of doing a little circle round with some powder around the outside of it. They place it in. Okay. And then they light the fire and it sort of floof up and then it settles in a shimmer and it sort of ripples various colours of greens and blues, shimmers,
Right.
and then there's a lightning of gold and it all goes out and there's a bird circle and thing and there's a plant pot.
Ah, fuck.
Hmm.
See, it didn't work. No, but I think we have to just we'll tinker with it some more because I'm sure we've just mixed up. We'll redo the line work. We'll work it out. I'm so sorry. It doesn't seem to have worked.
Shoddy craftsmanship, that is.
I'm so sorry, but
Oh.
we will continue to work on
No.
it.
That's a
They've
bit
been
harsh.
rushed. They don't normally have this little time to work on something of this magnitude.
We're being quite
let's
demanding
be
here,
kind
yeah.
and respectful now.
Sorry.
Request your customer service industry people.
I'm sorry.
Two
Maybe
stars.
I was a bit rude there.
Hasty. Bit hasty.
Sorry, it's been a long day,
It's been it's been a bit of a stressful one,
right.
but we appreciate all the work you're doing.
So
But
if we come back in the morning,
Come back in
you
the
may
morning.
have worked
we'll
out the
see-
kinks.
We'll make this work. Yes.
Oh, well, good effort. Well done for trying.
Thank you
yeah.
very much.
Well,
It looked
Hey.
real pretty.
Steady on, Manny. Steady on.
It was very nice. It was a bit like a
Thank you.
firework kind of thing, but safer.
But they're like, the colours show that it was working. I know that it showed it was working, but it didn't seem to do it.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, guys,
yourself up.
honestly, it's absolutely fine. You've done your best.
I
You've
hasten to add, like, the husband is a good, like, head shorter than her, and that's why they're doing this interaction so much.
Yeah. It's okay. You've done your best. We've given you a very short period of time. There's, it's no pressure, no worries. If you can get it done by morning, that'll be lovely.
We'll have another run at it in the morning. Excellent, yes.
Yeah. We appreciate your efforts. Good day.
Excellent,
Yeah.
lovely.
Good evening.
Good evening. Okay. Do you guys have anything else you wish to do with the rest of your evening, apart from go back
I think it's
to some rooms?
back to drinking in bed, I think, isn't it?
Drinking in
Back to
bed.
the tavern, several glasses of mead and bedtime.
I've got it in the back of my head that when you were in the tavern in last session, you'd mentioned that you might be staying over. So the tavern keeper has got rooms ready.
I think we paid for them, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you paid for it all ahead. So that's all sorted. As you guys arrive, he's like, oh, yes, I've just made some adjustments for yours, especially for you. He sort of gestures at Manny. He's put some waterproof sheets under the bed sheets.
A waxed canvas
wow.
sheeting.
Well, can you blame him?
That bed's going to be ruined by morning.
Well, I'm going to
you
sleep in the
notice-
bath as a squid anyway, so.
You notice on the windowsill there is a tiny, weeny little bed that's been made up for Bernard.
Oh, that's
Oh,
actually
so
adorable.
cute.
That's adorable.
Toad bed. That's so
Toad
cute.
bed, toad bed, toad bed.
Good
Strangest
night,
chant ever.
Snowstone.
Go bed.
Ooh,
I reckon you
Okay.
should go around the streets of Cheltenham chanting that tomorrow and just see what happens.
Oh, I've been doing that all week.
Toad bed, okay.
Yeah, I've been manifesting this.
Wow.
beautiful. So,
I'm impressed.
There was no show.
you guys have your evening and you're provided with meals. You're offered lamb hot pot or fish soup with some nice hearty bread with it. You're offered soup. And the fish soup,
Lovely.
it's fresh fish because, you know, they're on the river, so, you know.
I'll partake the lamb.
Cool. You've not seen any sheep for like days, but sure, yeah.
I think we'll go with the fish. Or Blaze will go for the fish. She'll also ask for a portion of it to be kept to one side.
Plant.
Yes, for the
Just in
plant.
case.
Day old fish soup, all right.
Just pouring soup into the plant pot. You'll be okay.
That's the wrong plant.
Yeah,
I
fuck.
said that she was gonna
That's a
put
cactus,
put a
Gideon.
plate on top of it and sort of keep it like that and just sort of
And then shove it in the microwave.
shove it in the microwave. Although
Yeah,
to
sure.
be fair, I could just purify food and drink and then it'd be fine.
Cool. Okay. You all go off for your nightly rest. You've got a room to yourself each, so that's nice.
Ooh.
You're all being treated and stuff. Blade, your room wasn't fitted with. Well, your room was fitted with 2 beds. There was a proper bed and a little sort of pull-out type thing. Obviously, you now don't need 2 beds because it's you and a plant pot.
I don't sleep anyway, so it's like
Plant pot in.
so I put the plant pot in the bed and tuck it in. If I
Okay.
felt this is not the right fucking plan, I am going to kill someone. It's just
I-
I would laugh if it wasn't.
So,
I am going to murder someone
So,
if it's not the
as
correct
you-
plan.
mad.
Commence
plant
your rest for the
switcheroo.
night. You all settle down. You're taking your long rest. Now, I'm aware of the timing of the session, aware it's getting time on, and I'm aware that Blade would like to have a chat with their deity. So I'm going to hold that for next week, but I am going to just let you have the knowledge that when you all awake in the morning, there is still a plant pot in the bed.
Oh, I don't know how to feel.
I'm so conflicted.
I'm a little bit worried that the rune might have actually overpowered it because the gold flash is normally a sign of Winnie's power working. And now I'm a little bit
Is this-
worried.
Is this still a lavender plant by chance, or is this
Yeah.
some other plant that we picked? Oh, okay.
No. It's all the same.
It's a tree. Fuck, we got this wrong.
Manny's log.
You just shit in place there.
So, we will discover the implications of this still being a plant next week. Next week. Exciting. So, thank
Next
you
week?
everybody for joining us. We're going to do a quick whiz round of who we are, where we've been, and all that jazz, and then we will slink off for the evening. I have been
Indeed.
Molly, your DM. You find me here on the Thursdays and lurking in Discord servers, and that's kind of it because social media is there. I'm going to meander over towards Cal in a direction to Cal. Cal, who have you been? Who are you? Where do we find you?
Yes, I am Cal, and I have played Manny. What's his name? Tony?
Mangrid man boy.
No, Mangrin Skebek, and
Man.
Mangrin Skebek.
And his earth
man, and yes, he was the druid half-orc man, and his friend Bernard the Toad. And yes, you can find me in various places around the internet. You can go to seelyttrpg.com, which is currently having a bit of a redesign, so it's down. However, the battle maps page is still available, so you can grab some free battle maps from there for your game. And that is that. And you can also go to the site that rhymes with Dick Sock, and I'm there at Callum Lee Comedy. And you'll find some things on
Being
there.
very funny recently, just going to put that out there.
Oh, have I? Oh, that's very, very, very kind of you. Just random shit. So that's where I'll be posting lots of random shit. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see Lee TTRPG on various other things. Thank you.
Beautiful. I'm going to take us round now in reverse-ish order to Ailey, therefore.
Hello, I'm Ailey. I have been playing Blaze, the
Yeah.
slightly
Yeah.
depressed cleric right now.
The deep sigh. Ugh.
Slightly depressed. Doesn't know what's going on with her life at this point anymore. You can find me on the internet at Illyria Payne on most social medias. And you can find me at my website, illyriapayne.com, where you can find pictures and writing and some reviews and bits and pieces. If you're interested in looking into my homebrew world building stuff, you can go over to World Anvil and search my name there, where I have been posting Spooktober articles. So lots of creepies and crawlies and freaky things happening over there. Otherwise, find me on Coffee and help fund my my TTRPG addiction. There you go.
Beautiful. And now we're going to wiggle our way to Tony. Tell us all of the things, the stuff.
Hello, my name's Tony, and you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter as Tony Shaw. And you can also find me on the Roll the Damn Dice YouTube channel. And you can also find me on Saturday over on the Guild Superior Twitch channel for Shiv's part 3 of Shiv's sort of mini sectioned campaign, I guess. Tales from the Whisperwoods. It's going to be very fun. I'm playing a level 10 monk. I've never played a monk before, so very exciting.
They're fun.
Yes.
Yes.
They are fun.
They are
Punchy,
fun.
punchy.
Punch, punch, punch.
So much punching. Lovely. And that brings us lastly, leastly, mostly wonderfully to Shiv. Tell us all the things.
Hi. Yes, I'm Shiv. You can find me everywhere across the interwebs at IOShiv. And yes, you will see me on the Guild Superior channel, DMing a lovely bunch of players, including Tony here, lovely, lovely Tony, for Tales of the Whisperwoods Part 3, where they are planning a potential ambush. We'll see what happens. Go watch it. It's good.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
It's good.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us tonight. Snowstone, Lady Lee, Lady Cynthia, thank you all for joining us in chat and joining us for our joining escapades with this collection of monstrous beings. I mean, wonderful players who I adore greatly. Yes.
Correct.
Do you?
Yes, actually, I really do. Thank you very much, and good night, everybody, one and all.
Yep. Good night. Cheers.
Bye. Dear Rick. I'm just waving.